Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Low Budget LCS. Tonight we have the match of the year, your favorite cereal, something else after that, versus the Silver Drillers. This is an economy match. I am accompanied by Indy and the Mighty Fool.
Oh, you actually introed me this time, dude.
I
Let's
know
go.
it's
All
it is a step
right.
up from before. What do we got here? I think they're in pro draft right now. We're just gonna
Yeah,
kind
they're
of
they're drafting it up. We've got who do we have? We have the Silver Drillers and your favorite cereal. I don't know about any of the lore behind your favorite cereal, but I have heard that they are somehow affiliated prior to this match with the Silver Drillers. Maybe there's some players that were on the team before.
that's my understanding. I believe Silver Drillers last season kind of split up into two teams, and this is kind of some ghoul came to my house and told me some things that I didn't quite believe, and I'm just unsure what to
Mm,
think. So,
a strange creature in the night, a messenger.
his
Yeah.
name Buggleberry Finn. He comes to my
Bugbear.
house
I
at
Oh,
agree.
not
night.
that guy. Not that guy.
Indy, welcome to the stream for your second time. How are you feeling about this match? You know nothing about either teams, but just
No,
based
I do
off of
not.
names. Like, look at the names in game, the ranks. What are you thinking?
Well, this is our economy league, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
And in economy league, I believe anything goes. Anyone can win any game.
Sure.
Things go
True,
on the
very true.
coin,
All
and
right, let's flip a coin.
we'll see what happens.
All right, we can flip a coin.
Who's
Oh,
got heads?
I
I
don't
got
know.
two.
Are we doing
Wait,
a physical coin? Is that what we're thinking?
I mean,
I
I
I
feel
am.
like that's a little too high budget. Somebody would actually have to have a coin on their
That's
person, which
correct.
means they would have to have any money at all. I think
Ooh.
maybe we just look up a thing to flip a
Okay,
coin,
I am
and
on the Google coin flip. Best two out of three. We'll say tails is Roselle's team. What is that? Silver Drillers? Is that the
silver
official?
drillers, I
Okay,
think.
Silver
Yeah,
Drillers are tails. We are flipping best two out of three. Oh my, it's a tail. Silver Drillers in the lead here.
okay, that's game one.
Oh boy. Uh, heads. Oh, tied match here. Silver Drillers, your favorite cereal. What are we
Isn't
thinking?
that? Wait, don't they just play two matches? It's the best
Yeah,
of
no,
two.
it's a best two out of three for the coin flip to see who will win.
Oh,
Actually,
the
you're right.
okay,
No, they're
okay.
going one and one. You're
It's
right.
one and one. Yeah, we've got game one goes silver drillers. Game two, definitely your favorite cereal.
You know what to bet your schmeckles on, people. You heard it here first.
Oh, true. They
Schmeckles.
can bet. Yeah, that's the currency here. I have currently got billions of schmeckles because I'm, you know,
I'm a mod.
absorbing
I
all of
have
the.
been.
Well, no, I just consume the currencies in the chat. You know, anybody that has a higher budget than the league is not permissible, so I just eat their money.
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
My anonymous.
One of the casters
Oh,
is
I see.
quiet. I don't know who. Is it me? Is it them? Is it? I'll turn them up. I don't
One of
know.
the casters.
Me?
It
Oh,
could be you.
you are quieter than Mighty. Let me see if this is
Yeah.
a little better. Should be fine. I can adjust as we go.
Yeah.
Oh, the one who it's you, Evan.
Oh, I am quiet. I am fearful. Fear
Okay,
me.
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't eat the mic.
Okay. Is this better? Is this louder?
I
Quieter?
don't know. I mean,
Alright.
I can't hear the stream, so
Neither
it's
can I.
possible.
Let's just assume.
Well, yeah. Well, Dutch, I'm sorry, but the other half, I'm fairly certain I could have predicted if I was just thinking about it a little more. So, any chances in the chat, perchance?
Is there
Any toe lickers?
any toe lickers in the chat? I see one there,
Yes,
Lil Dewey. Toe
I've seen
licker.
multiple people in the chat saying that LeChance does in fact lick toes. Possible. Nobody can confirm this yet. Science has not come far enough. One day we'll know for sure.
Let's do a quick poll just because I'm curious.
What are we pulling?
Who is the most handsomest? Handsomest? We'll go with it.
I feel like
Bingo.
that's not it. The most handsome
Nope,
caster on the
I've
caster
got
team,
it. Nope,
or the most handsome admin.
I started a poll. I'm curious who's the most handsome streamer between me, Buckle, and LeChance. I think
All right, this just in. the sources are saying now that the Silver Drillers are going to play Singe support, and that makes me want them to win just a little bit more.
We don't know that.
Really?
Yes, I love Singed at any role, so I'm into that. Who is the most
I
handsome?
voted Buggleberry Finn. I'll be honest.
I've actually seen Evdingo, so I am going to vote him.
The
Ooh.
pro draft started.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
we
you
ignore
don't
that.
don't worry about the pro draft. We only watch the actual draft because
Oh,
it's
okay.
easier first of all on our streamer here, who doesn't know how to switch the scenes yet.
It's a work in progress. We have
The training costs a lot. You know, it's a low budget league, so.
No.
Yeah, no Mighty is the best looking
He
because
is-
that would be unfair.
he is not even close. That's an Alistar.
Ah.
We know there's an Alistar in the game. That is
We
incredible.
just
Leaked
in. Alistar
info.
has been picked.
That's my main on my plat account. Pretty
There
good
you go.
champion. Can't
Right
milk him.
now, is he good
Can't
right now?
milk those. Ding,
No,
ding,
he's
ding,
actually
ding.
always horrible.
Nice. I do have to
At least on my
answer. Not just a man asked, is Evdingo the same as Evdingus? Evdingus, Evdingo, Dingo Boy, Dingo Man, anything Dingo related is me, Evdingus.
Yes. Also, if anyone calls somebody the Mighty Fool, that person is also Evdingus.
Yes, we will go
Wait,
with
then-
that.
What am I?
You,
You can be Evdingus if you want.
yeah, you want to be? We're just tossing them around now, I guess.
If I'm F. and who's Andy?
That doesn't have to be an indie. Everyone can be just Evdingus.
Everyone and all is Evdingus. We
Now
are
the real question is, why would you ever want to be Evdingus?
And that's a good point. I never considered that.
Yeah. I didn't have a choice. I was just informed one day that I had become
Correct.
Evdingus, and
I mean, isn't there
No,
a
I mean-
government? There's a government department that actually names people that are like criminals F. right, just to punish them instead of making them go to jail, and then they're just like that for the rest of their life.
I saw that one day on Facebook, and now I'm sure that it's true.
Yeah.
But no one can really know for sure
I
because
mean, that's worse than the death penalty.
we just
Try
don't
not
have
to talk about
the
it.
science. We
Correct.
just don't have the science for that today. Maybe tomorrow, but
Maybe in a week from now. Who knows, right? Science is a thing that is made up. It's all fake. So
there's an Ash ban. I don't. Are they redrafting? Why are they banning? Oh, it's second round.
I think they're messing stuff up.
the things are getting scuffed, and it's fun to watch.
Well,
so
For anybody that has never used ProDraft, it's one of the most scuffed websites in existence. With 3 seconds left on the clock, you can still not be able to click your ban or pick, and it just goes into some sort of void, and then it becomes like a block of whatever team color you are, and no one can know what it is.
it's awesome. It is my favorite website, and I go on it sometimes alone just to feel something again.
I've actually done 1v1 pro drafts with Buggleberry Finn.
Just to practice.
Yeah, just to work on our drafting.
It's good for that, right? I don't know.
Yeah, and then we sat there and looked at our rosters, and we were like, "Is this good?" And we didn't know, so it didn't help us at all. But it's a good idea.
It's
I didn't
awesome.
know.
Yeah,
Way2K, please do not invite me to a game when I am streaming. Happens a lot. People send me messages when I'm streaming, and it just gets into my head, and I really want to open them, but I can't. So just don't.
Also, if you're in chat and you want to send Evdingus a message, feel free. He doesn't mind.
And there's only a small chance I will open it and leak it.
Wait, so correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks like we have the real Red Mercy on the SD team.
The real Red Mercy, Red Mercy
Yeah.
8. Well, it's not the real Red Mercy. It's his 8th clone,
Mm.
which is of course stronger than the original. So
8 times, perhaps. I'm gonna just take a look here. Twitch chat says Chance licks toes. He is correct. Thank you for that, Twitch chat. Okay, gonna scroll up.
message him. He wants it. Yes, he doesn't get very many messages of Dingus, so sometimes he needs a friend, and it's good of all of you in the community to look out for him.
Correct. You are not wrong. One sec here. I'm gonna mute for a millisecond, maybe 2.
Okay. You heard it here first, guys. It takes 2 to tango, and he is on his way. What do we have? You say when stream is over. Oh,
Okay. I guess it's just you and me now.
I'm back. I've returned from the dead. I had to send a
God.
message. Everyone
I mean-
hates my keyboard sound. It's ugly. It's stinky. It smells like poo. Avdingo is a poopy head. He is. That is factual. Okay. Oh, we're actually going into the real draft. This is the real deal.
Yes, we're going. They actually didn't even ask the streamers if we were R, so but we're going.
We like that.
We do like that here. We like people taking the initiative and just going straight in. A Seraphine ban. Something interesting with Pro Draft is it's not always the case that teams ban the same champions that they banned in Pro Draft in the lobby here.
Correct.
But I think they are, just looking at it. So
I'm an
That's
idiot.
right.
I'm a big dumb idiot. Get the player off.
If you
there.
want to ban TSMXD, why would the government try to stop you?
The government might
True.
be fake. No one really knows, right?
I've seen some instances of like potential proof, but,
Okay, but
it's
what
really
if
hard to
that
tell.
potential proof was fake? You know,
Well,
I
Guys,
have,
I'm not gonna say I've never been lied to. So there's definitely that.
I would never lie to you.
What
Okay.
if there's just like this one guy in some random tower in the middle of the mountains just controlling every country at once?
And he's wearing
is.
a monkey suit.
It's me.
Holy, is this the game? They're playing Nasus?
They are playing Nasus. And
That's a
actually, didn't we see who did we see playing Nasus? It was Boss Guy. And I think Boss Guy, does he play in commercial or an economy?
Commercial. That's a very bold statement that I don't really know, and they're not.
I think
playing
you're right.
Nasus.
I think you're right. They're not playing Nasus either. Maybe it was a ode to Boss Guy, the champion of the David versus Goliath match, where he won one game against a platinum player as a silver player.
Did he play it in that match? I don't quite
Uh,
remember.
He did. He lost the Nasus game. It was a
Okay.
best of 3, and he only won one match. But he is my hero.
He is mine as
Go
well.
Boss Guy.
For that win, I will forever be. He's in economy, says Ruffian. I don't know how to say your name. Never will, never do.
It's actually Rufian.
Good enough.
He's captain of 200 years. Hog. Well, I knew he was a Chad. It's the first time I saw him.
200 years. They play on Saturday versus WW, whatever my notes says. WW. I don't know what-
WWW.
know
Yeah,
what
they're a
that
strong
means.
team.
Are
They're a
these,
strong team because of all the caps in their name.
Are these the team's first game of the season for both of them, or
This is
It
week
should be their
2.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can.
Certain leagues have a gap because of missing teams in the bracket, but I think economy's all filled up, so they should be playing every week.
Let me see standings. I don't know if it's updated. It should be. We can take a
It
peek.
should be.
I'll do some.
And actually,
magic.
we do see. I think these guys should be picking in order because of Pro Draft. So this is an Oriana top, which is interesting to say
Well,
the
that's
least.
certainly interesting. Yeah, they're gonna definitely need some more front line. I don't know if Hecarim can do it by himself, especially with an Oriana.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's how week 1 went for these gentlemen. Silver Drillers lost in an 0-2 fashion, and your favorite cereal won both games in a 2-0. So, if that
Who
means
do they play?
I don't know, I didn't check that deep because
Hard to
I'm
tell,
a
can't
bad
know.
admin. I don't think. Okay, let's talk matchups. Top lane. Wait, that can't be right.
It's right. It is right.
It is right, yeah.
Definitely right.
Oh no. I don't want to think about it. Jungle.
Yeah, no top lane. Don't worry
Jungle
about it.
sucks. We all know this. Mid doesn't matter. Bot. Now this is where things
This is
get
where we wanna
spicy.
look.
This is our expertise. All three of us play bot lane.
But aren't you a jungler for a CEO team?
No
Abingus?
comment at all.
All right. Yep. Never mind.
It's no
What do you
s-
think here? What do you think here, Indy?
Well,
Bot lane
concerns there
matchup.
now, just looking at the bot lane matchup, you have an Ezreal and an Alistar now. Traditionally, Alistar, you want to play something that has a little more aggression in a lane. Maybe not an Ezreal. Like, you'd more likely see a Nami with an Ezreal and an Alistar with a Tristana. That would make more sense, in my opinion. That's normally what you would see, a better matchup
Sure.
for both of them. But, I
True.
mean, you never know. I think there'll be very weak in lane with an Ezreal Alistar. Not much synergy at all, but... You know, if she hits a bubble on Ezreal, obviously he has a Z, but if he gets hit by a bubble, it should be a kill.
So we'll certainly be looking at Tristana and Nami to play the early game more aggressively, and maybe look for any time that bottom gets lane prio for the Ezreal and Alistar, that the Alistar might roam, since there's not a whole lot of threat out of this matchup for Ezreal and Alistar here.
I mean, I will say
Very, very safe bot lane.
one thing. I do like the draft that they were able to get 2 AP solo carries. I don't know if those AP solo carries will be effective, especially in Orianna top lane, because obviously they have an Olaf and an Ornn, 2 champions that can get very tanky very fast. If you get even 1 AP, they might have struggle, and your AD champions like Ezreal aren't the highest damage in the world, as we know. So it's nice.
Yeah,
to have
Ezreal does definitely struggle to kill tanks, so it might be a bit difficult to deal with that Ornn. I think Hecarim is a really, really strong late game scaling jungler, though. And if it does get to a point where Ornn is too tanky to kill, if Hecarim has a lead, which I know Rozelle's a strong player, so it's possible, then maybe Hecarim's the answer for at least killing off the backline quickly enough to deal with the tanks as a group.
I mean, just looking at these two teams right now, I'd say pre 15 minutes, because you have an Olaf, you have a Tristana. Tristana, like people say she's a very late game champion, but I might be in the minority, as a matter of fact. I believe that she has some pretty good early game power. When you jump in level 2, level 3, pre 6, you can do some serious damage if you plop down on their head and just burst your bombs. That can
Absolutely.
awesome.
And even
is what you go.
With those new items, I think Tristana has a big spike when she hits the Kraken Slayer, and she can really, really one-shot people. So you've even seen some Tristana in solo lanes because of the new items in preseason. I don't think it's so much prevalent now, but she definitely does have like a decent early and sort of one-item area stages of the game. She's very, very strong. And in this lane, I think they have the advantage going aggressive, even just around bot side, because Victor should be getting, a decent lane out of mid. I don't think Echo just completely destroys him.
I definitely agree. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of this Ezreal Alistar matchup. I feel like those champions have very little in common at all. I think the Alistar will be more looking to roam against an immobile mid laner like Victor. I think that's good. You should be able to get a couple kills for the Echo high damage. Even with a Hecarim on the team, you can 1-2 him, be CC'd for days. And I think that's probably what's going to happen. I do like that both teams have a ganking junglers. We have Olaf and Hecarim. That's definitely an interesting matchup. 2 junglers that can carry games, 2 junglers that are tanky, play similar roles in both the drafts. But if it's going to be a battle of, I guess, who can get to where fast. Who can get to where first, I should say. Fast.
Yeah, I think
that can get a kill.
That's where I think Silver Drillers here have the advantage. They have strong mid jungle synergy. I think they can rotate quickly, especially against the Victor early game. We're loading into game. I just feel like that's gonna be a super big advantage, and we'll just see how it plays out. I don't know if you guys have further thoughts. Go for it. Stupid.
Real quick before we get in, I was going to say that one of the things that they can do really well with the Silver Drillers comp is that if they do get priority on mid lane early on with Echo, they can look to make those 4-man, 3-man plays on bottom with the Echo roams. And Alistar is very, very strong for facilitating ganks. So some possibilities there. But yeah, definitely in the 2v2 laning, I don't think that there's going to be a crazy amount of kill pressure out of Tristan Nami because Ezreal is such a safe champion and Alistar can be used to disengage as well. So I don't think that we'll see like a bloodbath or anything down here, but I think just a CS lead and some pressure advantage from Tristana and Nami is expected. And if nothing happens in terms of mid roams, that should be a 1 lane for the side of what are they? Your favorite cereal? Is that their name? Yeah, I think that's their name. So we'll have to look maybe at the mid lane more so than the bot lane here for some action. And definitely this top lane matchup is just crazy.
I mean, I just think look at the mobility on the your favorite cereal. They have an Echo, an Alistar, and a Hecarim, all champions that can move around the map very, very fast, especially compared to a Victor who's known for being a little slow rotating if you don't have anything to hit your Q with. They will definitely have priority in just running around the map. Maybe you can even rotate Alistar up to the Herald for a fight, and it should be a 1 fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I said, the only issue I see here is that Orianna top. Maybe it'll do good, maybe it's not. To be honest, I have no idea. I guess it's going to depend on the player and see if you can outpoke that Ornn, but
so this kind of
that's the problem.
Yeah, I think the Orianna pick reminds me of last season's Worlds where we saw Gadget from I think one of the one of the minor region teams came in and was playing Orianna bot lane amongst other mages. I think Ziggs and some other things. But Orianna is just such a versatile pick and doesn't really lose to anything. So as long as she's careful, she's going to be a strong team fighter later in the game. I mean, imagine if it was flipped and you had some sort of like assassin type mage top and Ori mid lane. Like, it wouldn't feel that bad, right? So in the late game fights, maybe the comp's okay.
I
I'm not
certainly
really
hope so.
sure. Yeah.
I think we need some good team fights out of both these teams. They both have decent scaling, so you never
Yeah.
know.
Very, very true. Tristana and Victor have insane scaling, especially when they have the Ornn items. But on the other side, Echo, not the greatest, but Ezreal, Hecarim, and Orianna all scale really well. So different roles, but definitely good scaling across both teams. And looks like we are loading in. Are you familiar with what to tick on and off for this, Indy? Like the
What
time
do you mean?
controls and so we pull up like the objective timers and all that stuff. You can go down to the visibility tab.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's see. I know we have the channel point betting in the chat. Ev Dingus, could you keep us updated on that? I'm not quite looking at it.
What do you want me to update you on? I'm here for it. I'm gonna update and I'm gonna say stuff and I'm gonna do it.
Can you see the betting?
Yeah. 1K going towards Silver Drillers. We got 3K going towards favorite cereal.
Favorite cereal?
I think I'm gonna end it here. Get your last bets in, just because it was a little late and we're getting in the game.
Yeah, well, it's good not to let it run into the game because
That's-
then they
yep.
can cheese it right off of like level ones.
Yep. So
Speaking
I'm
of
gonna
level ones,
end. Bam.
okay.
Both teams appear to have a standard 5-point comp, so it doesn't look like we'll get any cheese in the bushes from the tries.
Yep. I think maybe Hecarim being up there is indicative of him starting topside. That would be an interesting place, I think. Most of these teams like to get a strong leash for their jungler, but I don't know. Maybe Hecarim. Does Hecarim normally start red?
I mean, I remember when I used to play Hecarim back when I first started playing jungle, I would start red buff. He has Ghost, right? I would start red, then I would take my Krugs, and I would immediately gank. Here
Yeah, we
comes the
do
shade.
see. Yeah, we do see some movement down toward this bot Tribrush. But it's just put
Like I
some vision
said,
and
what's
they're
it called?
on bot side.
Hecarim's pretty good with the level 2 gank with that E and the Ghost. You can definitely catch someone off guard, especially if they haven't worried yet against an Ornn. That might be the cheese he's trying to do. We'll see.
And looking just some trading going on in mid lane. Let's see the item starts. We do have a tier for the Orianna top. So definitely looking to just trade through the lane and scale up. Probably not going to be too aggressive with that starting item. Standard pretty much for the rest of the roles here. As I guess we'll look for Hecarim to gank either mid or top early if he's going to. Probably just full clears though. Do you think?
Yeah,
Like I said, Hecarim. What?
Yeah, go. You shoot for it, man.
I mean, like, in my opinion, when you play Hecarim, you do want to farm a lot, but at the same time, you don't want to waste that ganking potential you have before level 3. Hecarim, you can gank so fast. You do so much damage with that empowered E with a Ghost on. You can easily take someone out, half their health, and if you're lucky, maybe knock them back toward your own turret. That's almost a free kill in a lot of lanes with CSC.
Okay, so I guess the easiest lane to gank for sure would just be mid. Getting that immobile Victor, put some
Right.
damage down on him and let the Echo finish.
I'd also say that I'm going for the Nami with an Alistar on your team. I think that's also a pretty easy lane to gank as the Hecarim.
True,
You can
true.
knock that fish into the air, and he should pop.
Yeah, we do see a bit of trading going on in the top lane, but just a little damage coming through. It's really hard to deal with Ornn in the early laning as he can just push the waves constantly and really doesn't take that much damage either, especially with the tier start.
And
So-
underestimate Ornn's damage. He's the master assassin, mage, tank support, ADC.
Oh, if anybody's dying top lane, it's gonna be Ori, man. Ornn is an assassin champion for sure. Yeah, so we're seeing a little bit of a CS advantage creeping up on the Echo in the mid lane, as I think he's actually pushing in and he's still down CS. Look at this. We do have the gank, maybe coming in for the Nami here. Hasn't ghosted. The flash comes out and just escapes easily. But that is Nami flash burned, so maybe we will see that later in the game. The gank coming through onto that lane again. Could also get a gank in the mid lane here, as Olaf is coming in behind, just Eing out from the Echo to safety. He's down 10 CS and getting pressure there in the mid lane, so maybe he needs some assistance from the Hecarim at this point.
I certainly think so. I think this Hecarim needs to get that lane ahead. When a head Echo can do a lot of damage, but there's some trading back.
Yeah, a big damage coming down onto the Victor actually, and there is the combat summoner discrepancy there in the mid lane with the Ignite versus TP.
Right.
So kill pressure, but honestly, Echo has not gotten the good end of the CSing, and I think he just needs a little bit of help to put him over the edge. I think you're right about that. Echo getting a lead and being able to roam to these other lanes will help their team out immensely. But
Echo.
from this point...
Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was just saying Echo is one of those champions. If you get ahead, it feels so hard as the enemy team. You can't kill him at any time in the game, and he just takes out half your health bar. But look, take a look here.
Yeah, the big gank coming through from Olaf. Not burning any sums just yet, but he's still going aggressive. But huge double bubble coming through as counter gank coming in from Hecarim. A kill goes down for Tristana. And did Ezreal just... Oh, he's dying. That's his animation. Okay, never mind. And big jump in, going down. And junglers are probably trading their lives here, although Hecarim just squeaks out as Olaf goes down. Let's see, that turns out to be a kill for Hecarim. Kind of big because he has a huge scaling. He goes in again, gonna die to Tristana, but dude, that's a TP in from Ezreal, and he kills the Nami. So Ezreal not having heal for that fight kind of sucks, but in the end, he uses his TP and comes back for a trade kill. Tristana ends up 2-0, gonna recall off of that, pick up some items. I don't know, who do you think won that?
I mean, tough to say so far. Ezreal and Tristana both pretty good scaling, but if you look at that, 2 kills are over to the Tristana early. Very good. Gonna get some items fast. Should be able to burst that Hecarim down to future heights. I think it was a little sloppy from Hecarim myself. If you notice, when they were all clumped up, Olaf was around, I'd say, 20 to 10% HP, and he instead, I think he might have misclicked. I think he E'd Nami, who was around half health. If he was able to finish that Olaf off, he would have got Triumph proc, he would have been in the middle of them. Could have got some more damage there, but overall, I think it was a decent fight for both teams.
Yeah, he goes in for that re-engage as well with the bomb on his head and just dies to Tristana, giving her a second kill. I don't know if that was ideal, but the TP making a big difference here as Olaf is coming back in, re-ganking, no sums in the bot lane, and whichever jungler gets there first joins the feeding frenzy. Alistar able to trade back onto Tristana, which is pretty advantageous, not allowing her to get those minions. But he goes down as well, finally, to the Olaf. And Frankie Boy Baxa gets those Moby boots. He is looking to roam now. But honestly, with the TP coming through, I think a CS advantage going over to Ezreal, so not too bad for him as well. He now has a 14 CS lead. Yeah.
Looks like Olaf will go on the dragon. Should be uncontested for the most part. Yeah, definitely, but...
Yeah, so first Drake here being Infernal. We'll have to see what comes next, and then we've got a 50-50 on the Soul. So
really
that's
team, though,
Cloud second. Yeah, so big Inferno.
He was able to recognize that the Ezreal nor the Alistar had their summoner spells up, and he was able to capitalize before they were able to get wards down with this.
Ooh, Nami stepping up a little too far and goes down to the Ezreal here. Stun coming through from Alistar, but nothing going to come of it. As look at all this trade damage coming through in top lane. Yeah, I think Orianna might be starting to win.
For all we were talking about Alistar and Ezreal not being good lane, they did a lot of damage right there, able to pop that Nami. Nami has very good defensive stats early on.
Yeah, and she was just like, she was disrespecting pretty hard there, walking up past her minion wave. The Ezreal soaring through top lane, just not hitting the Orin. I don't know if it would have killed from that HP either, but potentially giving some damage. Oh, and the Olaf ganking middle when Alistar roams. I think Alistar is just dead here as Olaf pops ult, not going to get CC'd any longer, and I don't know if the ult was really necessary there. I don't think Alistar had a way out after that.
Here's what I gotta say about that.
Okay, it does take two to tango at times. And looking at the state of the game here, we do have a Cloud Drake spawning in 3 minutes. That means the Soul Dragon will either be Ocean or Mountain, if I'm correct with that. Which one do you think would benefit these two teams more, Ocean or Mountain?
I think it depends on the team right now. Imagine an Ocean Soul on an Olaf and an Ornn. I mean, oh my god. That'd just be almost impossible to beat that. I mean, the healing would be through the roof, and plus the Nami on top of that. But then again, Mountain Soul would be not bad as well. There's a gauge as well.
Yeah, I think that... Oh, here we go. And a bunch of damage coming through onto Gluttony here on the Tristana. And I don't know if they're going to be able to continue this as the bomb is blowing up on Frankie there. and just killing him. Oh, but Hecarim in the right place at the right time, coming through for the counter. He's probably going to finish both. Oh, kind of wandering around and decides not to. But actually, huge 2v2 damage. We were just talking about how the safe lane out of Silver Drillers here was probably not going to win, and they try for the 2v2, unable to follow through on the end of it there, as Alistar out of cooldowns just kind of wanders around and get bombed, you know?
You know the saying that if you go for the king, you better not miss.
Yeah,
Right. I think that's sort of like playing Alistar. If you engage for a kill, you need to get it.
yeah, it's not a very trade-oriented champion there. So.
If you go in as Alistar and you don't get the kill, you die. Hands
Yeah.
down. Every single time. You saw that in the mid lane when he failed to get the kill in the victory and just died to the Olaf because he had no way out. Alistar's an all-in champion. You have no way to get out. You're like a suicide bomber. You need to get that kill. It doesn't matter if you die, you just got to win that fight. And unfortunately, he had some pretty bad engages these last 2 times around, but he should be able to turn back around.
Yeah, I think we were saying earlier that if you watch the Alistars in pro play, they're always like 0-9 or something because they're engaged and they sacrifice themselves for the team.
Right,
But
you need role to support.
yeah, definitely seeing kind of what we were expecting from draft, but a really scrappy bot lane here. And respect to these players not quitting out, just continuing to fight. They don't want to play a safe lane. They want to go for kills. And I love to see that. Looking back at the mid lane, it looks like a slight CS advantage coming up for the Victor here. And actually, neither of these guys have died yet, so we'd have to look to see which one of them will die first in the mid lane.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to bet on Victor. I think this Hecarim's going to go pick up that Victor soon. Let's see. How far along on the tier in topside are we? 294 stacks on the tier for Orianna. Looks pretty good to me. I think she'll probably go for, what's the thing called? The burn one? Leandrius? Yeah.
Leandrius, yeah.
Yeah, I think she'll probably go for Leandrius and then finish that. We got Alistar going in off the pink ward. Hecarim is just hard camping this lane. They don't decide to dive. Good disengage out of Nami using the ultimate. Heal had to get burned, and Ornn is here. And the horn has been blown. Had to flash from Ezreal. Nami looking for Frankie here on the Alistar, but not quite finding it. That was Ornn TP almost instantly off that Hecarim going for the tower there. And that is why they decided not to dive, as Echo goes for a kill on mid, not quite going to get enough damage to all in.
It's going mid.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like Ornn is just pathing back top, though. As flash burned from Echo there over the wall. The camera, I don't know, we're all on directed camera, so the camera didn't quite move over, but definitely flash burn from mid lane there.
An interesting TP from Ornn I saw there. I didn't know if it was exactly necessary to pull off the attack. It looks like when he was starting that TP, they were already sort of backing away because they didn't have the damage. But I'm better safe than sorry in many of these situations.
Yeah, and he did burn a flash off the Ornn ulti out of Ezreal, so got the summoner for summoner there off the TP. He did lose some CS on top. And on top of that, Echo has the Rift Herald in his inventory, I think, here. So that was picked up as well just prior to this.
Right, here we
And
go.
we're looking for a fight here. Roselle going in onto the Olaf, using his ultimate. No fears to be had, but a lot of damage coming through anyway. And maybe both kills picked up. That looks like a free dragon here for the Silver Drillers. Maybe not. Frankie getting caught in the pit. And Tristana picking up a kill. So far, it is 1 for 2, and Silver Drillers with the slight advantage here, picking up mid and jungle.
Yeah,
So
I
we're
saw-
starting to see... Oh, go ahead.
I mean, just looking, I think Olaf got caught out of position. I think he was going for a ward or something, but Hecarim was able to capitalize on it extremely well. He was able to, even though Olaf had ultimate, he still had the guts to say, hey, let's go for this fight right now, and they were able to reap in the rewards. They're going to get 2 kills, and they're going to get a couple plates in the mid lane, and maybe even 3.
Yeah, a ballsy play for sure, as we see the TP coming through from Victor here to hold the mid lane. And we're starting to see that Echo get some advantages here. Even though he's down in CS, we're looking at a 2-0-1 Echo. If he can complete his first item and start looking to affect these other lanes, we might be seeing what we were talking about earlier on in the game, where that Echo gets a lead and carries it over to carry the game.
I mean, yeah, definitely. Echo's just such a frustrating champion to go against, especially when you're behind. I mean, that champion can seriously put in some work, but the only way, I mean, everyone knows Jensen had a very famous misplay on Echo around 2017, right?
Yeah.
He forgot to click R. That's the only way that I think that this is going to go badly if, Echo's that
You-
far ahead.
You mentioned the Jensen misplay, but no one talks about the Zelius misplay. He did the same thing, if not worse, on the same champion, and I am very disappointed in him.
For anybody that doesn't know, Zelius is the mid laner for the Naughty Boys in CEO
He
League.
lost
Anybody
me.
wants to flame him, he loves getting flamed. His favorite thing about being himself is that he's the most hated player. Self-declared, by the way. No one actually hates him.
He lost everything for me. He did it. It was him. He lost the series. I lost my girlfriend because of it. It was
That never happened.
was
He's
bad.
never had a
Yeah.
girlfriend.
It does take two to tango, and I will be right back.
It does indeed, my friend. Naughty Boys moment, absolutely. What's going on in this game? We've got... Oh man, these bot laners are just cracked. I love this bot lane. So the Ezreal is 335. He's a little bit behind in kills, but I think they're gold. Let's check their gold. Yeah, their gold's about even, about 6.1k. And it's just a slight farm advantage down there for this Ezreal. Olaf going for the invade. Did he get that red? Did I miss the smite? Or... I think he didn't get the red.
No, yeah, it looks like Hecarim got the red.
Yeah.
Right now, it's
Okay, a lot of damage.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I think the biggest problem in this game right now is going to be this how effective this Olaf will be in the fights. Olaf needs to get those kills. He needs to snowball, especially when you're going a bruiser build, not full tank. He's currently 1-3 with 4 assists, and our 4 assists are good, especially playing jungle, but not on a champion like Olaf. You got to get that gold into your inventory. You have to be able to buy those items at the point where you can just rampage through a team and just ignore everyone and just go straight for the 80 carry.
Yeah, one thing I will say to his credit here is that he is about even with this Hecarim in terms of the CSing, and looks like actually a slight XP advantage for him. So while the Hecarim's scaling up, he's going to be a little bit more useful in these fights, I think. Unless Hecarim has a huge play, of course. The only issue with that is his main target's going to be Orianna because Ezreal's just a bit too slippery. So maybe a bit hard to access that backline for him. Looks like Echo roaming up topside, just looking for, I don't know, maybe Rift Herald here is the pickup. But Olaf also there. Maybe too difficult to pick it up as well. Looks like both bot lanes are resetting down toward bot, so it's going to be a 3v3 in the top side if they go for it. Okay. Good Olaf ulti. Here comes the Ornn ulti hitting Orianna only as Echo just snipes that Olaf. Just absolutely destroying up here. Gonna ulti out, not playing like Jensen. Ori goes in for it, does get the kill, doesn't make it out. Tower finishes her off. A big play out of the Silver Drillers here going topside. And I said it was a 3v3, but Victor decided, hey, I'm going to go back mid lane, guys. Good luck. And I thought maybe Olaf would make it out as Hecarim is going back in on Victor here. Really losing a lot of his HP. He's regretting that choice. Should have just done the Rift Herald, buddy. But now looking at how things have played out, I thought Olaf would make it out of there with that good ultimate on the W out of Echo, but Echo just having too much damage. Just one-shots the guy.
Right, and remember, Olaf gets less tanky when he ults. A lot of people don't know that about the champion. He loses MR and armor when he ultimates, so he's going to be a little bit easier to kill.
Yeah, he had no choice, though. He was definitely going to get stunned up in front of 3 people if he decides to hold the ultimate for a while there.
I don't think he used Score Drinker, which may have been able to buy him a couple more seconds with his W. I think
True, yeah.
Use that item.
Yeah, once he was jumped on by the Echo there, I think he had an opportunity to gain some HP back, but not quite able to get it off in time. And actually no objective coming from that, right? As the Herald was not taken.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a little
So,
strange.
mid tower does drop. So mid tower actually drops, and the your favorite serial has taken mid tower while that's happening.
Look at this. All players now have their mythic items completed, so these team fights are going to be a lot more interesting.
Frosted Flakes. That's my favorite cereal.
Yeah, maybe we should pull the chat actually, get like 7 or 8 different cereal brands. Just go ahead and type in your chat in the chat
no,
what
I'll work on it.
Oh, you'll work. Okay. Yeah, we'll have a poll for that shortly. Maybe we poll the team when they're done, like in the interview. We ask them. Okay, there's the flash from Nami. Hecarim's really loved this bot lane. He keeps coming down here. Nami ult coming through. Big engage. Actually, bad flash from Ezreal just on the tail end as he's gonna go down to Tristana bomb there. She has to jump back up and the Nami E. Maybe she goes in for more. Not quite. And Drake is spawning here in about 10 seconds. It is the Mountain Drake, which I think is very, very strong for an Ornn, as he's going to have those huge tank items. Buffing his tank stats there, getting the big shields.
I have
Remember-
released the poll to the people.
Yes, chat, if you want, you may feel free to go and vote for your favorite cereal there. It is a poll, so maybe I'll do it as well, as they're taking the dragon here. Evdingus,
Yeah, what's up?
that's not a cereal.
No, I don't know. These people, it's a pretty easy choice. I don't like. Also,
Anybody that isn't a fan of Frosted Flakes,
Rough.
please type your favorite cereal in the chat
Rough Iron.
so that we can add them to the next poll.
I should have said Cinnamon Toast Crunch because
It's
that is by far-
Roofian.
Rough Ian.
Roofian.
Yeah, Ian Ruff. That is also
That's
my
not what I
favorite
said.
cereal. Yeah. So I regret
Where's my
making this
Wheaties?
poll, and I'm sorry.
Yes,
Don't-
bad choices by
Do
Evdingus.
not
That
waste
should
your
be a
channel
segment,
points.
actually.
Bad jokes.
I
Carry
would
on.
really like a segment on the stream that's called Bad Choices by Evdingus.
I'm gonna go
Would be one of my
lurk
favorites.
in the hallways of Twitch chat. I'll see you around.
Okay. I think it's good though. I think having polls for the chat to be involved in, even if they're scuffed, is perfect for our community. Let's see what's going on here. So the dragon picked up, obviously, by the side of your favorite cereal, who we've now ruined by calling one of their favorite cereals poo. But that's all right. And we do see the Leandros coming through for the Orianna, so it's not any weird cheesy build. She's building. Oh, okay. Building into. It looks like she got some armor or magic pen out of the what's that thing called? Blighted crystal, blighted jewel.
Can I say
Um,
something real quick?
Yeah,
Dewey wasted 1,000 channel points on
to vote for poo.
Yeah.
That does sound like Dewey.
respect.
Good job, Dewey, in the chat. I'm glad that Evdingus didn't get his win with the Frosted Flakes there. So, if for no other reason, I'm proud of you for that. So, what in God's name is going on here? Is Echo's diving tower? Is he gonna get his ult off? Yes, he does. The Nami ult, the Ornn ult, everything's going down. Gluttony jumping in the middle of the fight. Looks like a huge engage here from your favorite cereal, killing both carries here in the fight. Hecarim maybe can clean up, but I'm not sure. I think this is just a straight up win for your favorite cereal. Orianna doesn't have TP up to come into the fight, so a man down in this fight, and they take advantage. Oh, Nami almost drops to the tower shot. Nearly a disaster there. As she went tier as well. Interesting choice in the build, but man,
That was-
Echo getting shut down. Oh my god, another kill possibly coming through. The bomb does blow up, and Jesus, Gluttony, you're going off, man. As he does get the reset on the jump, jumps in through the Ori ult, doesn't care about that, finishes her off. How many kills did he pick up in that fight? Like 4? Is insane.
That was just a flubbed engage, I think, from the silver drillers.
Yeah,
They
the
were not
Hecarim multi,
going,
not
yeah.
quite. Echo going in too deep.
Not secure the kill on the
For
support, so
sure.
they there the whole time, and Olaf was able to run rampant. He actually picked up 2 kills. I don't know if you saw that. Like a good cleaver from him was able to
Yeah.
pick up another one.
Yeah, the huge axe is coming through. Gluttony actually got really low in the middle of that fight, but had the Nami support just going through, getting some HP back, and fighting all the way, and going top lane to pick up that extra kill. Now the tower. Really, really strong performance this game out of Gluttony here. Big team fight as well. And now they're actually up kills. So we're seeing a 2k gold advantage for them, up a dragon. The next one spawning in about a minute here. We'll have to see exactly how they set this up. Oh man, and Hecarim's not done. He wants some more. But Gluttony putting down the deeps. He's not quite going to get any kills here. Just too many numbers, and they're going to back off. And where did that Ezreal come from? He ulted from bot and TP'd up?
Yeah,
That's wild. I love these games.
the bad TPs are always from the AD carries.
Yep. He's never meant to take TP, man. It's not his fault. The CS got close in that bot lane, though. Ezreal doing a great job of keeping up in the CS in this game. He's now
Yeah,
on
a
his
lot of
2 item spike. Yeah, really good CS numbers here from Ezreal.
Dragon. My question is, whoever wins that fight will likely go to the Baron buff, and I think that just might be the game. Both teams have so many turrets. I think this is literally a one fight, one game scenario right here. Whoever wins the next fight could just take the Baron, and that might end it.
Yeah, unless it's an absolute bloodbath and there's no clear winner, which is absolutely what I'm hoping for. So we'll have to see, though. It seems like your favorite serial getting the better of Silver Drillers so far in this game. Definitely winning those last few team fights and starting up this Mountain Drake.
I just hope everyone has fun.
Yeah, I want to see some fun fights here. I don't care if they have fun. I want to have fun. You know.
The last time you've had
Echo gets the steal! Are you kidding me? And the Ornn ulti coming through. Big Orianna ult, though. And the sacrifice from Frankie here, not in vain, as they do manage to steal the Mountain Drag. Echo, what the heck, man? Crazy. Jumps in, gets it with a Q auto. Ridiculousness.
Let me put it to you this way: this is not your team's Echo. This is the other team's Echo playing right now.
That was the other team's Echo for sure. That was not Zelius Echo. That was Perk's Echo. That was some next level Echo. And we do see the Baron started up.
Dingus, he said that he has fun playing League of Legends. Can you elaborate on that?
Who has fun playing League of Legends? There's a fight.
Said,
This is sort of a fight. Ezreal coming through, not quite getting it. Oh, definitely getting the secure here from the Olaf. He said, I'm not getting stolen twice in a row. Gluttony putting down some big damage. Echo and Hecarim both going down. Echo not quite having the ult back up. And a good call there, going onto the Baron there, knowing that the key ultimates for the fight were down. And they were up a man because Alistar died in the previous fight.
Okay,
so
back to
picking
the
up
fun.
2 kills and the Baron. Nice job.
The fun.
You said you have fun in League.
Me?
Do you have fun in League of Legends?
Yes, absolutely.
Every single time I play.
No, I can't.
No doubt.
I do not.
Ooh, that's
There is
big.
no
That's
fun.
bigger than I thought. Hold up. Don't.
Evdingus and I are known as 4 fun players in the league. Anybody in chat that wants to correct us on that, feel free, but we know for a fact that we're 4 fun players.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We play Sivir and only Sivir, and it's fun. We enjoy it.
Yeah,
Last time
okay,
I
that
had
was
fun with League of Legends is before I got League of Legends.
true. Yeah,
This game
I had
never been
also had a lot of fun watching League of Legends before I started playing it, but now when I play it, I have even more fun.
Oh,
I think that's what you're trying to say here.
I respect.
Hope coming through in this. It's fun to watch. You gotta admit it's fun to watch.
Yeah,
Oh, yes, sir. This casting team, this casting trio, we're the legends. We're the tales of old.
am I involved in that?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a trio, man. We couldn't do this without you.
I do
I mean,
like
we
trees
could, but
and oats.
okay. That's yep. Nami ult going down, not getting anything from it. A little ambitious there. Definitely a strong performance coming out of your favorite serial here. Yeah, Tristana is cracked, man. This guy is crazy.
Yeah.
And just jumping in on Hecarim, no fear. One shots the guy through all that armor. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Tristanas who jump on heads. I really enjoy that. We'll have to see what comes through the big Ezreal going down on Nami, just on her lonesome there in the middle of the minion wave. Not quite enough damage to stop the siege here, but we'll have to see if Echo goes for something crazy. We do have engage from the Alistar as well. Hopefully he's not overreaching. Maybe we get the ball on Alistar, and the big combo would be really cool to see. Never mind, they're just going to back off. They have the Baron buff. Maybe they choose to split it up between the lanes, get a little more pressure. A little difficult there. Tristana did snipe Hecarim, but now back up, unable to choose a fight there in the 5v5 under tower. And what do you want to see from these two teams going into the next few minutes?
I think it's gonna be very difficult for the Silver Drillers to come back into this game right now. It looks like that your favorite serial, they have such a good lock in this game. That Tristana is huge. 3-level difference between the AD carries right now. 15 to 12. That's a huge level difference. 2-level difference between the mid laners. 1 level on the jungle, not that bad.
Oh,
But
missed
looking at the
engage.
mid in the ADC.
And a
the damage.
big Ornn ulti, Nami ulti coming through as well. Echo going back into the backline. Looks like Ornn under the tower, getting Orianna ulted. It's only a 1-man, maybe 2. And so far, it's just Frankie going down, but diving the tower again. Victor is in the base, running through, getting out through the top side with Olaf. Kind of a flubbed engage, honestly. It was all over the place there. A huge damage from Gluttony. That shot with the proc on Kraken Slayer almost kills Orianna. Maybe able to siege solo here, but they're regenning their health. They're going to come back for you. Watch out. And yeah, he's going to have to leave this. The stun went through onto Tristana in the beginning of that fight, but she had the jump up and buffered the stun getting out from Echo, yeah.
If she got hit by that stun, that might have been the fight right there that Echo was definitely going for.
Yeah, and a pretty strong engage there from, is it Dulcie? Is that what we're calling him? But maybe look to see him carry one of these fights if he manages to get that through onto a key player here.
Alistar's in a tough spot.
Yeah, yeah. Alistar's doing his job, but he's not tanky yet, so he just gets one shot. Gluttony in a bad spot, maybe a little too far forward, getting absolutely destroyed there. Roselle is getting his vengeance, but not for long, as Victor picks him off with that big damage. Lichbane proc on the auto attack there, one-shotting him. Clean out of the fight, no jungler to contest this dragon.
Yeah.
But Dulcie is up. Can we see another big steal coming through? Maybe not, as Frankie goes down and does get secured by the Olaf. Frankie's not down. Now he's down. Dulcie doesn't have the ultimate going down. This might be all she wrote, boys. As Ori is trying to fight in the back line, but Olaf probably able to just clean her up. Does get the kill onto Victor. Vengeance is hers. And that's not enough to probably be able to get Baron after this, but they're going to try to pressure this mid lane inhibitor. I think Roselle can hold them. I don't think they get much more than just the dragon there.
Yeah, Ornn won't do much damage to those turrets unless he has Demolish, which I don't remember if he has, but we'll see.
Yeah, I
This
think
Hecarim is not very strong right now.
he should have Demolish. Yeah, Hecarim, I think just not quite hitting that point yet. Generally, 3 items is like where Hecarim starts to be just hugely annoying. And they are actually getting the tower out of this.
I think the main problem right now is that Silver Drillers, their front line is an Alistar and a Hecarim, and the front line is not doing... They're not the tankiest right now, to say the least. They're exploding pretty fast in all these situations, especially with Phase Rush on Alistar, no Aftershock. You're going to get deleted very fast.
Yeah, absolutely. I definitely have a preference for that Aftershock rune on Alistar there, but he's also had kind of a rough time of it in lane, being the target of most of the kills from those early ganks. Even though Hecarim came down and helped them out quite a bit. And it's just, honestly, Gluttony's cracked, man. He's crazy. So I'm enjoying watching him play, and we'll have to see what they do as an answer for him in game 2. They still have a chance here to clean this up, though.
Is he as cracked as he is jacked? Now that is the question.
I'll put it to you this way. I know for a fact that people who are this cracked, they generally need adult diapers. And the reason for that is to keep them from shitting on all the kids in their league.
Absolutely.
And I'm telling you right now, Gluttony's not wearing any diapers, but he is that cracked.
Huge shockwave.
Huge shockwave, picking off a kill. Maybe they just get the Baron off this. Olaf with a huge smite. He's not getting another objective stolen from him this game. As Ornn ulti coming through, big damage out of Victor here. And Gluttony is just kiting in the back. Victor may be carrying this fight. Picking up a triple kill. Axe coming through. Victor is coming around for the flank. Big Penta, maybe. Okay, does he have flash? He doesn't have flash. Maybe he TPs to the base? No, not quite. Yeah, huge fight from Victor there. They just barely managed to pick off Gluttony, but I think it was Hecarim picking up the kill in the backline there. And yeah, the Ori ulti picking a lot of HP. I think he also got Gluttony in that Orianna ulti, right?
I mean, that they just got one shot almost immediately during that fight. I don't know if you saw that great, amazing shockwave was able to piss him off just like that.
Yeah, huge damage going down. Actually, I think he hit 3, right? He hit AD, support, and jungle.
Yeah, but he definitely did a lot with that shockwave.
Yeah, so huge damage coming through. Definitely seeing why he wanted that Orianna pick in the top lane. But unfortunately, they didn't manage to pick off the Baron. Olaf, after getting that dragon stolen earlier on in the game by the Echo, just not going to let that happen again.
It's
But-
like a kicker in the NFL when they miss one field goal on one day. You miss another one, you lose your job.
Yeah, they just got a perfect game it from there.
Well, not
Yeah.
Dan Bailey. I'll tell you what, Dan Bailey missed 4 field goals 1 week, still the job the next week. I don't know what's up with that. I hate the Vikings. I'm out.
Alrighty. So, I hope there aren't
Not
any
one,
Vikings fans in the chat who are insulted by Evdingus's comments. If you are, take it up with him. It is not my problem. Moving on, it looks like Soul Point coming through for your favorite cereal. And even though they're winning these fights, if they're denied the Soul Point and it goes over, Soul is a strong win condition, and maybe Elder Dragon even later in this game could be a possibility. As we start to see these items coming through for Hecarim and Ezreal, they're going to keep getting stronger in this late game. So we'll have to watch out for that. Which Orin items do we have upgraded at this point? It looks like everybody but Nami so far has an Orin item completed.
I mean,
That
these
right?
new named corn items are pretty good. Forge Fire Crest.
Yeah.
Ceaseless
Wyrm
Hunger,
Fallen Sacrifice. I like that.
Eye of Ludin. Who's Ludin?
Ludin, my boy. I don't know. Vikings fans exist? I'm sure that they do. Actually, I knew a Vikings fan. Guy was depressed. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Look at. I'm not doing this. Sorry.
Yeah,
I
we don't
can't.
we don't need to flame any sports orgs in the in the chat here. Oh, Ezreal with the steal. I was talking up Olaf Smites, but not quite. As Frankie does go down,
You want
revenge
revenge?
has been claimed. And huge flash from. Oh my goodness, Gluttony is popping off. He gets Echo ulted on, but that just means a triple kill. Huge flash coming through from Gluttony there, picking up another kill, cleaning up the fight. And you know what? They don't need the soul point. It's soul point for both teams now, but they should be able to close this game out pretty soon here. Looking at Gluttony, he's almost level 18. Highest level in the game, actually. Same as Ornn. Oh, no. Actually, Victor is level 18 now, so. But looking pretty strong. Big performance from him. And Olaf, too. Honestly, missing the smite. We were talking him up caster curse. But he did get stolen by that Ezreal ult. Huge steal for Adonai there. Big engage. Another big Ezreal ult coming through as they're trying to end the game. Frankie just not tanky, going down. Looks like a big performance as well now in the late game from this Victor. He finally scaled up to that point where he's just obliterating people. And what a game. An absolute bloodbath. It's not quite over, is it? Looks like damage coming through from Ezreal, but it is over.
It is done.
They just
game one.
barely managed to finish it off.
I
Whoa,
gotta,
that was a
think
buggy
quick.
end screen.
Think quick. Dingus, you know how to do this. You've done it before. You've been here before. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, you just have to change the scene. And it looks like end score 30 to 15, 3-3 in Drake's, but a huge gold advantage coming through.
These
About
guys get
11K.
one. That works for me. I'm just kind of.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting an invite. I want to take a quick little peek at the damage charts. Ezreal, Orianna, lot to be expected. Played out of
Mhm.
their mind, along with the Tristana Victor. I'm a little surprised Tristana didn't do more. It felt like she did a lot more. But that's all I'll say about it. We got a game 2. We got to do it. We got to run it. We got to eat some babies.
Okay, and I think a lot of that damage for Tristana was isolated into the team fights, whereas Ezreal was able to poke through the whole game. Same with Orianna. So, but definitely a lot of damage coming out of those two. Very, very strong performance. And looking at that, I think we expect to see some big carry performances out of them as well in this next game. Maybe the draft centers more around split pushing instead of taking that mage top lane pick. But who knows?
Who knows except for the man himself, and that man is
Mr.
Mighty
Indy.
Fool. Different ideas there.
Let's see who won big in the poll. I gotta know.
Oh, the poll is over, and did someone end it? No one ended it. I will end it. I don't know if it did end.
It is ended. Yeah, your favorite Cyril winning the match there, and looks like
The quick
5,000
experience.
Schmeckles
Oh,
going to quick experience. Yeah.
that is over double what I own in Schmeckles. I bet them all against the Mighty Fool in a different thing, and I lost everything. I'm
He
alone.
did lose. What a loser! Everyone in
forget-
chat laughed at
That
him.
was me, you, and Bigfoot. What was that about?
That was
Diapers.
about.
Who wore diapers?
Yeah, which one of us wears diapers? And you, in fact, do wear diapers.
I did lose, and I used a handsome amount of channel points there. Schmeckles.
Yeah, nothing to be embarrassed about. Some people need to wear diapers, and that's okay.
I don't do it because I have to. It's a comfort thing. I just don't feel.
Okay,
I
yeah,
don't
that's
know.
right. I think we've had enough of that. No more talking about your diaper situation. I think we're good.
I think that is fair not to talk about diapers. Andy, you wear diapers, right?
Andy, who's Andy?
Andy guy. Let's go. Let's hear it. Diapers.
Indy, did you get an invite into this one?
Yes. Oh, he declined it. Okay. Is he
Yeah,
just?
I'm not sure what the situation is there.
Oh, he's here now.
There he is. Yeah, something bugged out probably.
Well, apparently my invite wasn't good enough, and that's pretty standard. Huh. Not
Where'd we
mad,
go here?
just upset.
just disappointed.
Okay, the Mighty Fool.
Yes, sir.
What are you thinking going into game 2 after seeing that?
I am thinking. I'm thinking honestly that I don't know. Silver Drillers have to reevaluate kind of what they were doing with their comp. They allowed themselves to get run over a bit in the bot lane,
Sure.
even after all that jungle attention from Roselle with the Hecarim ganks. And I think that's a big problem for them. They maybe need to shift their attention to the top side, and either they shift it with the draft and maybe play some split push, or
Or
they choose to pick a stronger bot lane for those bigger advantages in the early game.
yeah, no,
Um,
that seems very fair. Let's just come out and say it. Who do you think wins this one? Mighty, start with you.
Well, we flipped those coins, remember?
We did. First one was
And they're
wrong.
already wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that means Silver Drillers just have to win this game to make them right.
Right. It's
They were
a
just backwards.
A flippity flop. There was something in the system that got mixed up. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
Indy, what's your take?
Well, take on first of all the first game. I thought that it was. I think that the Ezreal and the Orianna. The problem is they could not scale as fast as they necessarily needed to, even with a Hecarim there. They had 3 champions, and you need time, and they just kept fighting and fighting, losing and losing and losing to stuff like Olaf and Tristana, which don't need necessarily enough time to scale. And I think in this current meta with all this mythic item rushing and stuff, they got to draft for more early game. They got to do something. Instead of picking Ezreal, they pick Ash or Misfortune, something with a little more utility. And instead of picking Orianna, you pick a Bruiser or a tank in the top lane that can engage and fight more than a 300 CS Orianna.
Sure.
Yeah, I could see that for sure. And I think if they're gonna pick a top laner that needs to be scaling up, they probably need to pick a little bit more aggressively in the bottom lane, because their jungler just didn't have that many gank options. He didn't gank for mid, to be fair, with that Echo into Victor matchup, which is definitely one that the Echo can run away with. But
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know.
He didn't really
Ganking
have,
for Ezreal just doesn't pay off right away. So
even the Orianna, you can't really gank for that. I don't think. I mean, you can, but it's just for pressure. You're not really into an Ornn. You're not gonna force a kill. Maybe he'll get a flash, but then he plays safe for 3 minutes and not a big deal, right?
yeah, there was some potential for it, but definitely stronger ganks in the other lanes. And I think honestly, if they're gonna have their top laner perform like that, they should pick for him to split. Because honestly,
Sure.
like the team fighting was cleaner on the side of your favorite Cyril, in my opinion. I think they had stronger team fighting, better usages of their ultimates, and they grouped together properly before the fights a little bit better.
Although a little counterpoint, there was a lot of moment shines of brightnesses of shines. You know what I'm getting at.
Yeah, it was very bright, the whole thing.
The whole thing, a lot of lights. But Silver Drillers, they showed a spark there. They can win this. They can run away with it. I believe in them. That's why I got Silver Drillers winning this one in under 23 minutes. Okay,
That's insane. All right, respect.
23
I don't-
minutes. If
I
they
think
don't-
Gluttony's cracked.
Oh,
I don't know if that's gonna happen.
He is unreal. He's a great player. He popped off. If they don't win, I will give something to someone. Maybe a sock, maybe a shoe. I don't know. I don't know what I'm
I
gonna
would
do.
like a piece of chocolate cake.
Sure. we can arrange something. But that's my take. Maybe hot, maybe cold. Maybe there's a
I think it's
spectating link.
lukewarm take. Yeah,
I'm
it's not
gonna-
as spicy as I would like.
It's got a little zest though. It's got a little kick,
Like-
you know.
True spice levels would be, man, Gluttony played great last game, but I'm telling you right now, he's going to feed his head off this game. No shot he even comes remotely close to that performance ever again in his life. That was the best he'll ever play.
That's a hot take, right?
That's a real hot take.
Sure. And we
Still
don't
having any
like
technical issues
No.
with the Wi-Fi or?
who.
It seems that somebody is DC'd, yeah. Somebody, the
does
top
appear-
laner.
It looks like they're starting draft anyways. They say, screw the router. We don't need internet. We're gonna play this game anyways. That's what it appears to me, at least.
Yeah, League of Legends is a game. It cannot be played without internet, but I respect them for trying.
It seems like my mid laner is playing without internet all the time in solo queue.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
indeed.
And my,
I every time I die in solo queue, I actually think I lag.
because I don't
I
die
do
easy,
lag. I don't.
right?
I exactly. I only die to hackers and lag
Sure.
in any game.
Yeah. Yeah, or never.
Right.
We got Tet subbing in. He's a
So Tet
known.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 0. He skipped 7 because nobody likes that number.
Yeah,
Sevens are
7, 8, 9.
evil.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, it takes two to tango.
Whoever 9 was is
Let her rip.
unlucky.
Tango it up.
Let her rip. Don't put it that way.
Oh, I'm sure me and Mighty can talk about some personal issues here. Hey,
Oh, we don't need to bring up our dirty laundry on stream, man. Our personal issues. Chad doesn't want to see that stuff, man.
what do you guys want to see in chat? You give me a little, float me an idea. I don't know. I'm just
Yeah.
here for the people.
Okay.
I can talk about stuff and things and stuff. Cereal.
Looks like we do have the standard roster coming through here for your favorite serial, except for Tet here in the top lane. I don't remember exactly what the rank was last game, but
Roof Ian. Roof Ian.
yes, that's it. Roof Ian.
No.
I want to see Nico top.
Rough Ian. Rough Ian.
Roof Ian.
Yeah, Rough Ian says, I want to see Nico top. I believe someone brought that up last game. That is a power pick for, I'm going to say Psychopathic Puro. Not sure who is the Nico
Definitely-
guy.
Yeah, well, that was Oriana last game, so I could see that for sure
Sure. Roof Ian.
coming through with the mages.
Rough Ian.
It's like Boss Guy, my favorite player in the chat,
Holy
says
Boss
Roof Ian.
You guys are
That's
trying real
exactly
hard.
it.
Not tonight. Let me just.
Dewey, please refrain from saying I want to see LeChance licking toes in the chat. That is not something that we will be putting on stream at any point.
soon,
You can
maybe.
go somewhere else for that kind of content, maybe.
So
You have to
there's-
talk to LeChance about that.
Okay. I predict Silver Drillers in under 23 minutes, correct?
That's what you said. Yeah,
Look
I don't
at-
know if I
look
believe
at,
it.
Look at Cinnamon Toast Crunch guys, cereal guys. Look at their what's it called? Logo, emote, icon. Look at their icons. They're all matching except for one. That's not great. That's a bad look for them.
Oh, I
that
see in the
does work.
lobby here.
Yeah, that.
And it's their sub too. It's Tet coming in, maybe gonna ruin some synergy with that different icon coming in.
It does worry me, and we'll see what happens. How was your day?
How was my day?
Should I-
Um,
I thought we were just.
yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. I'm just starting to think about it. It's like an existential question, you know. I'm not ready for that kind of stuff, man.
Do you want me to just like go my day by day today?
If you want, sure. Tell me what you did today. Tell me about your day.
Okay, I'll give you the whole rundown here. Woke up. It was like I don't know, 7:20, 7:30, right? I did my morning routine, all the toiletry things. I then,
Toiletry, is that what you call like getting your morning
Using
routine?
the
Getting up in the
restroom,
morning,
like-
taking a shower, and
and brushing teeth. Yeah,
Brush your
the whole
teeth,
nine,
yeah.
right? So I did all that. I then went to bed, laid in my bed for about 2 hours and watched some shows. I watched some shows. I set my phone a little bit here and there. What did I do after that? Played a couple of solo queue matches, and this is where things get spicy. Okay, I cleaned my room.
okay. Sivir, of course. You played Sivir in the
Yeah,
solo queue
no,
match.
the solo queue doesn't matter, but I cleaned my room after.
Okay.
I said, Ev Dingus, you're playing until you lose. 2 games later, I'm cleaning my room. What did I do after that? I kind of hung out. I went to Fleet Farm today. Got some gloves. It's a pretty good day.
Yeah, that's good. I had a weird thing happen to me. I went shopping earlier, and it was
Was
at Publix.
this? Wait, you say earlier? Was this today? Earlier or like a couple
Yeah,
days?
today.
Okay, cool.
It was at Publix. I went to Publix. I was looking around for stuff, and somebody tapped me on the shoulder,
Mhm.
and I turned around, and they were like, "Oh," and I was like, he just said, "Oh," and I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
"What's up? Can I help you?" And it was like, "I thought you were a girl because I have long hair."
Sorry.
And
Sorry.
I don't know if
That is great.
I don't know if he didn't notice, but I have very hairy arms and legs.
Were you in like? Oh, I guess you're in a warmer area
Yeah,
of the world.
I'm in the southeastern United States for anybody
Sure.
in chat, and so it's quite warm here. I know it's January, but it's warm, and I don't need to wear long sleeves or long pants.
Sure.
So I'm assuming this guy just didn't pay any attention to my arms and legs and just saw that my hair was a bit longer than normal dude
So,
hair.
can,
And
can I ask a question?
yeah,
I guess maybe you have to finish first. Go ahead and finish. I don't know.
yeah, I'll finish. So
Yeah.
he told me that he was like, "I'm sorry, I thought you were a girl," and I was like, "Oh." And I don't know what it was that made me do this, but I just said, "Was I at least a hot girl?" and he was just like, "I don't know, sure." And I was like, "Oh, thanks, have a good day," and I just moved on with my life and walked away.
Oh,
So what
boy.
was your question?
I don't even remember. Like, I'm so taken aback by that.
Yeah,
Was
you
he-
think you are.
oh.
What about me, man? It's weird.
Okay, so tell me this: this guy walks into a grocery store, right? He's going to grab some.
Well,
groceries,
I'm
right?
assuming he had walked in a few minutes prior, but yeah, he was
Okay,
in the
sure.
grocery
He
store.
was going to grab some cereal, maybe a bagel, and some lotion. Let's just make that up.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, good choices. Okay, sure.
Goes to the grocery store, has this set in mind, and he sees what appears to be a girl with hairy arms and legs.
I'm assuming he didn't notice the arms and legs.
Well, I
Otherwise,
would
he has an
assume not,
interesting
right?
set of
Well,
preferences.
Mike, you're not gonna pick up a girl at a grocery store, right? That's just
I don't know, it could happen. I don't know. It might have worked for him once. I can't tell you what his life is like.
sure. Maybe his first wife or something of the sorts he met at a grocery store. But that to me is appalling. I don't think
Yeah.
I would ever approach anyone at a grocery store. I go there
Well-
for a reason. I do my thing and I get out.
It's not something I would do, but different strokes for different folks. Am I right?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
If you do go to grocery stores to pick up women or men, I am not condoning that or not
Condemning that.
Yeah. Same word, same thing.
He's not doing
Hello.
either of those things.
Hello.
Are you back, Indy?
Indy, you missed a bit of a story. We don't need to go over it.
I sort of want to know.
It's done. It's over with. Ethan is mighty. Mighty is a girl.
I'm not a girl. Anyway, unimportant. What do you want to see different happen in this game, Indy? With changes maybe for the side of Silver
Yeah,
Drillers
that's
here.
what we talked about the whole
Silver
time.
Drillers. They gotta really.
Absolutely.
Except for Silver Drillers, they got to draft more mid or early game stuff. I think that their scaling was a little too hard last game. They just couldn't get those scalers online. They got to just draft some things to be viable within 20 minutes.
Sure. I
Yeah,
completely
maybe
agree.
better targets for their jungler to gank for. Spending all those ganks bottom on the Ezreal, he did get a little advantage there with his good CSing, but I really don't think the ganks paid off. So if he was on maybe like a more early game oriented pick,
I think
maybe
it was
even something
Fortune.
like a Lucian.
Ooh,
Yeah, Lucian MF.
Yeah.
I could see that working out for them for sure.
Sure. I am gonna tango in a way I've never tangoed before, so I will be
Tango
right
away,
back.
brother.
Yes, sir.
It looks like we do see that Hecarim band. It was a nuisance in the bot side for sure, so maybe a good choice there. Olaf as well, in kind being banned from the other side. Red Mercy with a really strong performance. I think we didn't talk quite as much about him, but definitely playing well in the first game. Oh boy, we're gonna have some happy people in chat here. What do you think of this here, Indy? This Nico pick.
Is that for the? That is
That is confirmed top lane.
Yeah. So, I mean, with Nico, they want to get that early game power. I'm not sure. Will it be 80 or AP? What do you think?
I'm not sure. I actually think AP is probably really good on the patch, but maybe Kraken Slayer is an interesting choice for her. I'm not really
Yeah,
sure what to expect.
Nico, I've heard it's okay, but I think Nico has some decent power. Lots of CC. CC is always good in those early fights, but you know, we'll
Oh,
see. So far I like the comp though. I like the Ari better. I like the Nico better, especially better than last game.
what about Gale Force, Nico?
Gale Force. Now I know Gale Force has been an interesting item. Basically, it seems like everyone's building it from AD carries to assassins. So you know maybe.
Yeah, and then maybe there's some synergy with the ult there. It looks like we do have the red side blurred because of Dingus left during the champ select. So far it is top lane Malphite, a Mumu jungle, Vigar mid. For the red side here. For you guys in the chat that can't see it. Looks like Gluttony going back on the Tristana. And they did ban Ezreal, so maybe they're going to look to punish bot lane even more this game. Oh, no way. Okay, he hovered the Soraka. Have you seen the Soraka Yumi tech?
Where you're just infinitely fast.
Yeah, the ultra speed.
Is that a rumor? Or does that really work?
It's not that bad. It's not that good either. It's
Like,
definitely
with-
something you can abuse, but
Yeah.
yeah, it works in lane. So what you do is when you leash for your jungler, you tank hits on Yumi, so that Soraka can like run super fast toward you, and you're like a billion move speed in lane the whole time. It's pretty good.
I mean, so
But
far,
I
looking
don't know.
at
You're definitely missing. Yeah, go
looking
ahead.
at the silver bullets or silver drillers, I like the comp. Like I said, they needed more early game stuff. It looks like they got more early game stuff. You have a Blitzcrank, which is great for pick making, and Ari great at pick making, and then you have a Nico and a Poppy that can follow up that CC. I think they're definitely the mid game, but I think that their late game team fights it might not be the best. I worry right now for their engage in the late game team fights. Of course, Nico is good engage, but you got to be next to them. Blitzcrank, if he misses the hook, not that good engage. I think they're engaged right now. They have lots of pick potential in the mid game, but they're engaged late game, especially against an Amumu and a Malphite, going to be a little lackluster.
Yeah, I think definitely an advantage going over for the team fighting on the side of your favorite cereal. It looks like yeah, in chat. I know, guys. Evdingus is tangoing at the moment. He is
I'm
not
not tangoing.
available
I just saw it right away. I'm so sorry about that.
to remove the blur on
I'm
the
a
red
big,
side here
stupid,
of the
idiot,
draft.
dumbhead. I know. Just get over it and let me do my thing.
He's fixing it. He's fixing it. Don't worry, chat.
It's
If this was a high budget league, we could certainly automate this. But there's just no way for us to do that at the moment. So bear with us, please, as sometimes technical difficulties do plague the stream. There's just nothing we can do.
Yeah, no, that's on me, 100%. I was doing things, talking to people, and went and got some breakfast. It was a whole thing.
Yeah, lots of breakfast was had. Absolutely. Looking like now that you guys can see the chat, we have the Malphite, Amumu, Vigar, Tristana, and Lulu. I think the Lulu is actually fairly interesting here. Because-
do you? What? Just tell me more.
Huh?
Huh? Tell me more about the Lulu.
Yeah. So the Lulu here actually going to facilitate this Tristana who popped off in the last game. No, the bet hasn't come up yet, actually.
I will
Should we-
bet right now. Yes.
Yeah, put that bet right up for the guys in the chat. We're going to see this strong synergy between Lulu and her 80 carry. Maybe she'll be able to stop some of these engages from Poppy and Ari as well with the polymorph.
Can I? Okay.
Yeah.
What team is what team? Blue side is.
Blue is now silver drillers.
All I
They
needed.
swapped.
All I needed.
Okay. Yes, chat. You will be betting soon. Don't worry. And I don't know. We have a new player in this lobby as well. Tet on the Malphite in the top side, the substitute player coming in because their top laner from last game had DC'd. So we'll have to see kind of a unknown quantity coming into this next match. Not really sure what to expect there, but Malphite definitely a champion that can be executed
The prediction
Um,
started.
at any level.
The prediction started. It's Silver Drillers as Blue said. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, also known as cereal people, guys that eat cereal. That is their name.
That's not their
And
name, but
holy,
it's close.
they're getting a lot of votes off the rip. And I got Silver
Whoa.
Drillers. If you're listening to me, if you think Ev Dingus knows what he's talking about, I would go Silver Drillers. I'd put, if I could bet, I'd put all 15 million of my channel points on it.
Who just put? Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
is he hedging his bet? Is that genius or is that bad?
He's voting for his own team.
Oh,
Like a Battling Pyro. He's a top laner.
can you hedge your bet in this?
I don't know. Way too large in on the Cinnamon Toast side.
Oh yeah, if you're not in on the CTC, they're both great bets to make, and one of them will. Win.
Why am I calling them Cinnamon Toast? They're your favorite cereal. They're not Cinnamon Toast.
I'm gonna throw these guys up here. I'm doing some little thing, this, that. Let's do it, boys. Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Get my ad up. I'm ready. I can fall asleep now. You guys can do the rest of the stream if I needed to.
No, we're not doing that again. Everything is we're staying awake the whole time.
Holy guacamole, a lot of channel points, a lot of bets, a lot of people spending schmeckles. So you got your schmeckles, you spend them here.
We have to play Flex after this, remember?
Schmeckle here, schmeckle there. You get a schmeckle, I get a schmeckle. Yo, I'm in a mood.
You'd seem like you're in a mood. It's good though. It's a good mood.
I am gonna play-by-play cast, and you're all gonna hear me do it. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Yo, do you want to? Okay, so I was thinking about this. I was like, one of these days we're gonna find like some insane synergy between like two casters in the league, and they're gonna like finish each other's play-by-play
Sentences.
Damn it!
You made-
It's not us. It's not us. It can't be us.
That would have been beautiful. That was like
No.
on point everything.
Listen, the person I want that to be will not be you. There are reasons for that. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Fair enough. I need to start paying off the teams to stream games so I can judge bets better instead of trading songs. Don't trade, don't insider trade. Bet your schmeckles on people who will win. That's how you win.
Yeah. Also, if anybody in chat knows Plead the Fifth or doesn't, he's a good guy.
No
But-
hands.
He has two dogs, and they're both real. We thought they were fake at one point, but his legs are. He doesn't have real legs.
Oh, legs. I got legs
Wait,
and hands.
Why
Yeah.
do you think dogs were fake?
Well, okay. So here's the thing. He's really tall, and he kept like leaving during like just before our practices and stuff to go like walk his dogs. But we were like, he must have a really long leash to walk his dogs because he's so tall. His arms are like way up here. So it's like I actually moved my arms up to show you how high his arms are, but they're like you can't see it, so never mind. Anyway, his arms are like way up there, and a really long leash, and the dogs there's no way that they could be real because of that, But I've now seen pictures of his dogs. I know they're real, but not pictures of his legs. His legs are definitely fake. He doesn't have legs that are real.
What do I have to do here? I need to set the thing up where it does the thing, correct?
Yeah, just make sure your timer is in line with the.
Yeah, it was
the
bad
actual-
at the beginning of last game. I fixed it. And
Yeah, there is a bug with that. That's known. That
It is a
isn't
known
great.
bug.
it does a thing.
Hide my
Um,
chat so people don't send me dirty, stinking messages. And
Yep, looking at you, Dewey, in chat. If you're there, watch out.
I think that
Looks like Frankie going up with the hook, gonna get the Amumu. Big root coming through from the Nico. We see why people are in
and
chat.
he
were
dies. He goes
excited
to
for
Ari.
that.
Ari gets the kill. I'm play-by-play caster.
Yes, you are. Good job. And there's the big kill coming through for Dulcie on the Ari there. And
You have
Ari is a
to-
champion that can do a lot of damage with those items once getting a lead, but we'll have to see if that plays out into the late game with those roams, with those big timings on those items.
He's got to be on your feet, especially against a Blitzcrank at level 1. I think he was caught sleeping there. He sort of walked right in willy-nilly and, got hooked, paid the price.
Yeah, not really placing down their wards at the level 1 either. Kind of tough to see against the Blitzcrank. Would have liked to see them throw down those trinket wards and play a little safer.
Yeah, and we
Like,
see
what is
Amumu
placing?
walking here. Mid lane's farming. Their bot jungle's farming.
Yeah, it looks like a leash coming through once again from the Silver Drillers. Actually, it was Silver Drillers that started topside last time with the Hecarim. and now it's a Mumu starting topside on the red buff. So maybe expecting to see that again, and actually the Poppy jungle is starting red. So looks like a charm coming through. It started the charm level 1 for that invade. The hook missing here in the bot lane. Whoops. And some damage coming through in mid, but just some light trading. I don't know what we would expect. Maybe some ganks for mid lane here with the Ahri having a lead and Vigar being kind of immobile mage again. Could also gank for that Nico on topside. We do see an Aphelios here with the Blitzcrank. Aphelios not really a pick we've seen in a while, at least in the games that I've been watching. Kind of a difficult AD carry to play in the current meta with all the damage coming through from like wherever, whenever. So it's not very mobile, easy to pick off, but I think Adonai here, going from Ezreal to this pick, is looking to do more damage, looking to be more in your face and really be a chat about it. As they were scrappy last game, even if their picks were a bit safer. A lot of trading coming through in the top lane as
And this
not
is the
quite
guy,
any
right?
kills coming through. Yeah, that is the guy.
That's the guy that plays the Nico top, and he.
That's the Nico guy, and he played the Orianna last game.
Sure.
Right. And he has Halo Blades, which makes me think we might be going AD Nico on him.
Yeah, and that key's still doing a decent amount of damage. Wait a minute. Oh
A lot
no,
of kills.
Gluttony.
They're going on the polymorph.
Gluttony gets hooked. The W coming through out of the Lulu there, and jumping out. Honestly, I feel like they could have continued this. Maybe just trading autos onto Frankie there was the move, but using the W. Honestly, that's just a lack of confidence out of Gluttony that I'm ashamed to see, being a fan, you know. Would have liked to have seen a big trade coming through in the top lane. Nico flashing in for the solo kill. And Tet coming in, substituting, immediately being punished as Psychopathic Poro up here in the top lane. Does get the kill. Gonna back with some juicy gold. But yeah, saw the Tristana go for the jump there before the hook came out. And not buffering the hook there like you can with the Tristana W. So
It's hard to do with the long range hook type of thing. Doable, for sure. I can't do it. I don't know how to play this game.
I've never seen you do it, true.
But valiant effort and lovely skin.
Lovely skin, true. And another big trade coming through here for Psychopathic Poro on the top lane. Smart from Malphite here to just pick up a little MR, but he's going to be very unhappy when he sees this Nico's build. See, as a big hook not quite hitting in the bot lane. Got that. Ooh. Actually, a Mumu getting the top scuttle here. Bot scuttle was taken by Roselle, so just a trade. But going for a bit more, unable to get it as Poppy's able to block that Q dash from coming through.
This is interesting. It looks like this Amumu is going Aftershock. If I am not mistaken, here's the fight actually.
Yeah, it looks like just a little trading coming through. Red Mercy does hit the big Q. It's weird calling him Red Mercy. Gotta say it. Oh, big trade coming through from Adonai. Being very aggressive in the bot lane. Looks like just jumping out. A big damage from Psychopathic Poro. Unfortunate for Tet there as the fight in the bot lane continues. Lulu just scraping out. Man, these guys are scrappy. The camera's going all over the place. Psychopathic Poro does pick up a kill on the top side. Really doing a number here on Tet as he no longer has TP to come back top. Clears out this topside wave. Doing some damage to Red Mercy, chasing after him. Yeah, the dive was, actually that was Poppy behind the tower there looking to come around. Maybe able to pick off Red Mercy 8 in the top side. Just having to flash out against Roselle, checking the bush. And man, oh man,
It really
that's
looks
tough.
like Silver Drillers here. They're coming out with a game plan. They're playing aggressive. They lost that last game, fairly close, a lot of back and forth, and they're ready for blood. They want this win. They want the draw. Can't blame them.
Yeah, and I think we were talking a bit about how we wanted to see them kind of stop spending so many jungle ganks, so many resources down toward the spot side, give them a little bit more, you know, scaling utility pick that can play the lane better and just focus on the top side where they had the big carry, you know? They had that huge mid lane and top lane DPS source from the Orianna last game.
Sure.
And I mean, on the Nico, I'd like to see exactly what they're going to do. I think it's going to be a split push build. I'd be interested. Oh, here's a big hook coming through onto Lulu. The CC coming down, but actually getting traded back as Gluttony goes in. He is not done. Last game was not enough. He wants more, and he's going in again. Coming in from Roselle here, though, the counter gang. Gluttony jumps out, but Lulu left out to dry as she is dodging the hook. Getting around the wall. Roselle, can he slam her in? Not quite. Getting a lot of damage traded as Gluttony's just going to jump out. Out of mana, though. Going to have to recall. The lane, let's see if that gets shoved in. Probably not. Looking at top side again. And man, is this cyberbullying? What is this? Psychopathic Poro really just doing a number here on Tet.
It is borderline cyberbullying. I want to take a look at this Tristana. You need to ban this against Gluttony, I think. This guy is playing out of his mind. He knows the champ in and out, and he's playing so well on it. For
I will
me,
say... Oh, go ahead, Indy.
Down, or it looks like 20 CS right now.
Yeah, exactly. The CS disadvantage, and we saw this in the first game as well, not farming that well in the Tristana.
yeah, but that's, you know, I'm on his side. Why do you need farm when you can kill?
Oh, yeah.
You're
That's
just-
what I like to hear.
Yeah, no, I'm with him 100%. I get where he's going from.
The hook lands. Oh, no. And Gluttony gets to jump out, but honestly, needs to practice tool or get into custom with somebody and buffer some blitz hooks because that is really tough. You picked Tristana as a counter to that champion, but
I will
unable to
never-
execute the buffer there.
Never falter him for that. That was an insane hook. Through the minions. Should have been illegal. Someone call the cops.
All right, this just in. Frankie might be cheating. We're investigating here. We have an admin in the chat going to look it over. Probably not, though. Here comes Red Mercy. Big binding and ultimate coming through. Adonai going down, and Gluttony says, enough is enough. This is my lane. No more hooks, no more nonsense. Red Mercy actually being the jungler here to come and affect the bot lane first in this game. And the big stun coming through from Vigar here in the mid lane, having to flash out for Dulcie.
And this should just be a
Technically, already
drag over
flashed.
for Cinnamon
Yeah.
Toast Crunch, right?
Yeah, winning mid and bot for your favorite cereal here. Gonna be picking off that dragon. First dragon here is Cloud. Not anyone's favorite, but, you know, we'll take it.
Cloud
And,
Dragon on Silver feels good.
The hook from Frankie, but maybe it kills him. No, he just barely dodges all the skill shots, scrapes out of there. Actually, Victor going in with huge damage, getting a double kill, picking both Gluttony and Red Mercy off in that fight. Definitely overreaching there, looking for that Blitzcrank.
Yeah, Gluttony
Yours
got
went into keep right there.
Yeah, it looked a little free, but
Gluttony got a little too big for his t-shirt there, and he jumped in, he died. His
He did, he
t-shirt
did.
he's dead.
he's wearing a t-shirt, everybody. Watch out. But yeah, he's cracked, man. But sometimes being cracked is just it's not great. And looking at this top side, the CS advantage is just ballooning up here for Psychopathic Poro. What a Chad. Picking the Nico, he knows that if it's not banned, he has to stick it to him.
Yeah, and sticking it to him, he is, what, 25, 35? I can't do numbers.
Some number, Indy, how good are you at math?
Let me just put it to you this way. I don't even know how to divide.
So
Okay,
he's-
it's close.
he's
They're close in
29,
CS.
just under 30, 28 CS up, which is not half bad if my calculations are correct. 29,
Okay, I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't know how you accomplished all
30,
that in such a
31,
short amount of
32,
time.
32 CS up.
Magnificent. And it looks like a dive coming through as Roselle, Tulsi, and the whole gang are coming up here in top lane. Big ults coming through. Roselle bit off more than he could chew as Red Mercy 8 definitely sticks it to him, gets the kill there. Oh man, oh man, oh man. What exactly has happened in this game? Psychopathic Poro is just running out the back, gonna get picked off here as Vigar coming up with the TP. That fight got turned on its head real quick as they split directions coming out of there.
Yeah, that felt like Silver Drillers kind of reaching for a play, right? You lose last game, you're starting to win the early game here, and you just get a little overzealous.
Okay, dude.
Over overzealous. Sorry, my
Yeah.
pronunciation, punctuation, comma.
Okay, yeah, something was happening there for sure. Nobody can know. We'll have to
Anyways.
see. We have Mountain coming next drag. Mountain's always a good Drake for a team with a Malphite, and an Amumu definitely not too shabby as well. Not so many tanks on the other side here for Silver Drillers. They don't care about a Mountain Drake. Maybe they should just give it.
I think opposite side of Silver Drillers, you get that shield at Soul, right? I think that shield looks very tasty.
Well, but it can't be Soul.
Oh. So I'm just gonna go over here for a bit.
Okay.
I got a little overzealous.
Yeah, and it looks like in chat Dewey is flaming as the hook goes through onto Red Mercy 8. Doesn't quite get enough CC off for his teammates to pick this up, and they're all also a little too far away. Man, oh man.
Yeah,
What a
man,
messy
oh,
game.
man.
I feel like maybe they are just getting a little overzealous here
Overzealous,
on the
yeah,
side of
for
your
sure.
favorite cereal. That's never going to catch on. And it looks like Frankie going in for another hook. The jump comes through again a little too early. Extra CC coming through from Aphelios, and they're picking off the damage, but not picking up the kills. As Gluttony and Preset Legacy escape out the back toward the tower.
Yeah, and just getting a little overzealous there, I think.
All right, relax.
I want.
Oh, big hook coming through from Bloodcrank here. That's definitely going to be a kill this time. See Tristana, maybe she's cracked, maybe she goes in, not quite. A bomb going off on Frankie, he's low, but he doesn't care.
I mean, like I said, they needed that early game power right now. It looks like they're succeeding in doing that right now.
Yeah, absolutely. This team, once again, will struggle in the late game fights as it's not, oh, I'm disappointed. It is not the Gale Force for the Nico. It is the Kraken Slayer up top. So I would have loved to see some Gale Force ultis. Would have been neat.
My honest opinion, I think they struggle a lot in the mid game here on the side of Silver Drillers. Like compared to Cinnamon Toast Crunch, just look at the team comps, right? If you're fighting over a Baron at 23 minutes, you have Malphite ult, you have a Mumu ult, you have Vygar Cage and ult. It's just hard to win a fight.
Yeah, they're going to have a hard time in the team fights, but what happens if they have this amazing split push from the Nico, picking up towers already at 14 minutes? Solo.
Then you win the 4v5, you get the objective, and then you rotate one person to help while the other three split push, right?
Right, you would have to bring Malphite in and go for a fight, but we'll have to see if they can bring enough pressure to the map at a certain point here. As another kill is potentially being picked up here, Ari hits a nice charm onto the Vygar in mid. Not quite finishing him up. Frankie is in a terrible spot here. And the big Malphite ult, maybe this turns the fight as Gluttony jumps in. Huge Amumu ult as well, picking up two. That is the Drake that they want, the Mountain Drake going over for your favorite cereal here. And maybe this helps. Ooh, nearly a steal there. Aphelios going for it, but not quite. And Nico is picking up a second tower on the top side. Maybe they actually want this play. As definitely Mountain is good for the side of your favorite cereal, but losing all those top towers is going to hurt.
Did someone predict that exact series of events?
No, nobody could have done that. Impossible.
I'm just saying, it's a worrying trend. You have to play this very well from the side of Silver Drillers, which I told you all to bet your channel points on. I stay by that. I'm standing by it. They're going to win, but...
Yeah, and I think we did see a lot of Silver Drillers doubters in the chat. A lot of votes going over for your favorite cereal after the first game. Let's see if maybe some people are losing some points today.
That's every time I stream, that's what I'm hoping for. I want to see people lose schmeckles big time.
Yeah, and just so everyone knows, if you lose channel points, I get all of them as a moderator. They go to me.
Yep.
So thank you for your kind donation. I use all of the funds that you give me from your poor decisions with the voting. Gluttony, nice juke there on the hook. I use them all to fund an organization that operates within the LBLCS. You don't need to know about it. It's secret.
This is what it's called.
Yes, that is the official name. Oh, Preset Legacy jumps into the wrong bush there. As maybe not. They're turning this fight, the big ultimate. Adonai still has the damage though. That Aphelios, you just don't want to get close to him when he has these two punches.
200 years of damage right there.
Yeah, that was a lot of years for sure. Actually, there's another team called 200 years in the league here.
Yes, there is.
Wait, Aphelios?
Huh? They must all play Aphelios, yeah. A huge damage out of Adonai here. He's looking to get the tower. He did have the right guns for that, and he's just going in on Red Mercy. It has the flash. Blitzhook was good there. Would have hit if no flash came through. And once again, going for those Moby boots out of Frankie here. Has the movement speed to do these roams. Hope to see that soon as the top and bot towers have gone down. We want to see some plays for this mid tower as they're picking up the Rift Herald. Looking ahead, what do you expect to see here, Indy?
I'd like to see a Malphite ultimate.
Like to see a good Malphite ultimate? A big Amumu ultimate here, potentially. He does not have that Malphite ultimate available as he's going down. And man, Vygar with 2 kills, double kill out of that. Do they pick up the Rift Herald there? They do. Roselle has it. So losing 2, picking up the Malphite, maybe they're able to go for that mid tower off of a push after resetting here.
Right now, the silver drillers, they have a couple thousand gold lead. Looks to be around 4,000 gold, give or take a little bit. That's quite a lot of gold right now. But like I said, they gotta end this game pretty quickly. They gotta get some turrets down, maybe in the mid lane or something, because they're gonna get outskilled, I think, by that Vygar, that Malphite, and that Amumu.
Yeah, definitely. And Tristana, no slouch. We've seen Gluttony play really, really well in the late game last game. So
Here's what they have to do.
yeah.
Take it away, Indy. You were telling me just a minute ago what they had to do.
They should hire a Korean coach to tell them what to do, because I honestly have no idea.
No, they need to get very good vision. They need to have the Nico
Nearly missed
splitting.
that stun.
Nico split all game, very good vision, and you need to look for a blitzcrank hook into a pick while the Nico splits. That's the only way I think past 23-ish minutes you win the game.
Yeah, well, you did predict them to win before 23 minutes, so we'll have to see exactly how they accomplish that in the near future here, as they only have about 4 minutes to clean that up.
It was before the picks. I wish I could take it back, but I will.
You're going to have to stick to it now, man.
I will stick to it. I have to.
Yeah, no choice, no choice. Looks like we are setting up in the mid lane for this siege. They do have that Rift Herald. Probably looking to just drop it here, maybe push it 2 waves. Nico is not actually in position in a side lane. Also just sitting in base, so this is a 4v5 fight if your favorite Cyril gets grouped up here. A big hook coming through onto Lulu, but the stun from Vygar even bigger. Catches 3. And no one's down yet, but Frankie definitely caught out of position as Nico is coming up the mid lane, maybe looking to get into this fight. Charm goes wide. Hook hits his own Nico clone, and he's going down. Probably just looking to clear out of here, as they did get both charges out of the Rift Herald. Big Q going in, Malphite ult, and Gluttony cleaning up kills. A lot of kills going down, but Roselle just barely able to escape. Not Dulcie, though. Vygar still having the ultimate up, gonna pick up the tower here with his Tristana. Man, oh man, a lot of DPS coming out in the middle of that fight. Well played from Gluttony, and that huge Malphite ult, we finally saw it coming through. But man, oh man,
Yeah,
wild, crazy, all over the place. Everyone died.
That fight was one Amumu ult away from being a Baron, I think.
Yeah, one Amumu ult when he went in with that Q would have absolutely made the difference there and just cleaned up the fight.
Believe they just CC'd him and he could not get it off, which was very well played from them. That was.
I think it might have
scary
been
moment.
down. I'm not even sure it was up.
I was watching. I think it was either super close or just CC. I couldn't quite tell.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but he might have been CC'd by Poppy there on the wall.
Regardless, a one fight and a victory goes over to Cinnamon to a scrunch there.
Yeah, your favorite Cyril picking up the dragon. They're on 3, and that is Ocean Soul, potentially. So I think definitely not a bad Drake for either team here, but
Wait.
I mean, it would only be a good Drake for
No,
Silver
let me-
Drillers
let
if
me
they
cut
started
you off.
getting any.
You
There's a pause.
said that's perfect. You said I think definitely. So which one is it?
I think it's definitely good.
You didn't say it, like the way you phrased it felt different.
You don't know how I phrased it.
It just felt different, you know.
Not a clue how I phrased it.
It definitely, probably felt different.
Definitely not.
Hmm.
Wait,
Is it on
Jungle
purpose that one
disappear.
of the
His
casters
internet is
much
dead.
slower than the other? Have trouble hearing one of you. Is that one me? Because that's a good thing.
It could be me. It could not be me. It's probably not me. It's almost certainly
Might be.
Dingus.
I think you two are about the same volume, according to my ears. My ears are bad.
I sound fine.
You sound
You
Talk-
sound fine.
you both sound very similar to me.
I don't sound similar. I sound different.
No,
I want to be unique.
Oh, they're resuming. The game is on.
Okay, the game is on. We had a slight pause there from a DC out of the jungler here. Looks like honestly, your favorite serial plagued
The
with
guy
some disconnects in this series.
That it's you, but who's you?
Yeah, Dewey, it's Evdingus. It's
I
Evdingus.
believe he was talking about me. Yeah.
It's not either of us, I think. Let's see how that works. I'm just checking to make sure my time controls, my thing is in sync, up to date after the pause. I think it is, but might be wise for the two of you to check it as well. Yeah, I think Evdingus has had some mic issues in this game. Let's see, we are 3,000 gold ahead for the side of Silver Drillers here, but they're down 3 Drakes. So they're definitely on the clock here if they can't pick up another dragon for that Dragon Soul. On the flip side, we do have a 6-0 Vigar here. Huge performance as he was the victor in Game 1. Frankie Hook going wide there on Red Mercy 8. What are we looking for out of these teams going into the next few minutes for the chat here?
Kills.
What do you think, Indy?
Oh,
Not you, Evan.
Indy, what do you think?
I'm looking for some memes right now. We gotta see a Flash Malphite ult onto no one.
Okay, big memes. We're looking for. Okay, here's the thing. We're looking for whiffs. We want to see big whiffs. Missed hooks, missed charms, missed Malphite ults. I don't know how easy it would be to land a missed Amumu ulti, but it's possible.
I've done it many a times. It's doable
Oh, I've seen
for
those.
sure.
I'm talking about for like normal people.
Oh, likely impossible.
Yeah. Okay. Great. That's good. That's good. Yeah. I'm down to see some whiffs. I want to see some crazy stuff happen. Maybe a longer game. So, see some whiffs. That would be cool. I'm looking at this Ari. I want to see her hit like 2 or 3 items. You know, but like not take a while. I want her to do it fast. You know, get like loads of kills, triple kill, pentakill. You know. Oh, big hook. Maybe just finishing off this Lulu instantly as Psychopathic Poro joining his team a little bit more. Not quite opting for the split push. Looking around the Baron, looking for picks. Ari goes in, cancels out the jump from Gluttony. Big play from Dulcie there, finishing off a kill. And that's got to be Baron, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they got what, 2 picks there? I think
Yeah,
you
2
either
good picks.
siege mid, get some damage on the inhib tower, and have Nico split. But this is probably the best call.
I think we want to look to see.
that wall.
Yeah, this is scary with the Amumu and Malphite ult, and not killing that pink is very risky.
See,
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe they don't even see it. It's behind the Baron. They're kind of hidden. Oh, they go in. Does the steal comes through? And Big Mumu ult. Oh, but Psychopathic Poro is going to clean them up. Amumu does get a kill onto Frankie there,
got the
but
Baron. Amumu
not
got
quite
the
enough.
Baron.
He
there.
did get the Baron. That's super big for them.
Yeah. Huge steal out of Red Mercy 8 there with the smite over the wall.
they have
Big
3
CC coming
members of
through.
Baron now.
Yeah, and I think they're going to be able to hold a push at least until the next dragon spawns in a minute here. So,
Wait, did
honestly,
did
win
Tristana
condition
get that?
there.
No, she
Get
didn't.
what?
Tristana did not get the Baron.
Okay, she was dead for the finishing off
Last
the Baron
second,
there.
quite close, yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, I think we look to Gluttony and the Vigar here to carry through to the late game as they definitely do have good scaling picks and a better team fight. So potentially with the Baron buff, able to stall the game out long enough to go to this next Drake, win a fight, and maybe just clean the game up. I kind of want to see a 1-1 series, leave things out to like the chance for the tie breaks and stuff in the later season.
I did promise a lot of people that Silver Drillers would win, so that's what I'm hoping for. I'm not biased. This game has no effect on me, but come on, boys.
Yeah, some people might hurt him over the lost Schmeckles in the chat.
Schmeckles are a big deal around here.
Yeah, so you never know. And let's see exactly we're setting up for this dragon. Not a lot of vision down as, honestly, both teams kind of just playing this one blind almost. But setting up in the bush, and they're ganking straight out. Looks like a hook coming through, big damage onto the Mumu. Doesn't quite get his ultimate off yet. Lulu ult forced to be blown. Talk about the Poro on the flank getting jumped on, but not quite as he gets out. Uses his ultimate, but he's on hit Nico. Not quite getting a kill. Lots of damage coming through. Big Malphite ulti on the backside. Everybody's getting clapped by this Malphite as Adonai goes down to him.
This is a close fight.
Yeah, not really able for either of these teams to get the dragon as both junglers gone super low. Maybe they do attempt it here as Red Mercy 8 doesn't back. He comes back into this fight. Does have the Lulu to shield him up. Does have most of his team intact.
He needs that Malphite to tank.
Yeah, wait, nobody's tanking. They want to pull it out. But weird situation there with the Lulu picking up the ward. Does get the Drake. Picked up Soul. Roselle goes in for the steal, but not going to get it. Goes down. Really hard one fight there from your favorite cereal, but picking up the Soul, really clean execution. This Vigar pick is huge for them. Absolutely carries the fights.
With every minute that passes, it's going to be harder and harder for the Silver Drillers to win, especially now that the Ocean Soul is going to be picked up on their enemy. It's going to be very bleak for right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am going to go Tango around.
Yes, sir. It does take two to tango, so I'll be here, dancing my heart away as we are finishing out this game. I think that this might be all she wrote for Silver Drillers here. I love this team. Some great players. We saw Frankie and Roselle in the charity event a few weeks ago, but I think that this Ocean Soul is a bit too much, and now that the strong team fighting is coming together in this huge carry performance out of, how do you say this guy? Dragon Excalibur, that's his name. Yeah, he's the Vigar here doing extremely well. 8-0 and 6. So I think probably in the team fights they're just gonna win out. What do you think the path back in is for Silver Drillers here, Indy?
Well, like I said, they're a pick team. They got to get some picks. That's what they got to do.
And
But let's-
speaking
maybe
of,
this is a pick right
Psychopathic Poro kind of just trading out of his mind here onto Tet in the top lane. It looks like we do have Red Mercy flanking around. The key does get the Q. Big ulti coming through. Another one from Malphite, and that's a kill for the Malphite. Very unfortunate stuff. I do love this pick from Psychopathic Poro, but they just haven't quite executed around it with the split push game. Which is hard, to be fair, but I don't know. Other than that, I mean, do you think they can 1-3-1? What's the path forward for the pressure?
Hang on a second.
Frankie is getting jumped on, does exhaust Gluttony, but Vigar is there to pick up another kill.
Even if you 1-3-1, I'd say maybe the Aphelios, the Poppy, and the Blitzcrank will go together, and then the Ahri and the Nico will go to the side lanes. Can the Ahri really out 1v1 a Vigar? What do you think? I don't think she can.
Probably not, but might be able to force like a recall or a TP or something, and then just be able to rotate to the fights faster.
They
That
need
extra pressure on the
A
lane.
key member to be, oh wow, nope, they're fucked now.
That's just done, yeah. That's unfortunate stuff. And Aphelios is putting down some nice damage. Roselle getting a big clap on the wall there. Gluttony goes down, overreaching a bit. No W up and available for that. Man, oh man.
Looks like they need a key member. I would say they want to get that Vigar. He has no Hourglass, no nothing on that. They need to get that Vigar, the Tristana. If they can hook or charm one of them, then they can probably win that fight.
Yeah, I think maybe a pick onto the Vigar here is at least something that can give them a ray of hope coming back into this game. Definitely got to look out for that. But on the flip side, Dragon Excalibur playing really, really well, especially with this positioning, not dying so far in this game. So we'll have to see if they find a way in onto him. But I don't know. Do you really? I don't know if they have the tools to get onto him. With, I think you were talking about earlier in the draft, their lack of engage, right?
Right. Yeah. Not a lot of engaging tools. Of course, Nico technically can engage with the ultimate very hard. You got to get right up next to them. Even then, very easy to predict.
Especially with Tristana, she can just argue away anyway if she has the right reaction time.
Yeah, and the on-hit Nico not quite equipped to deal with those teamfight scenarios in the
Right,
first
no
place.
hourglass.
What would you think of the 1-3-1 if they flipped it around and let the Ahri lane against the Malphite and put the Nico up against the Vigar? Do you think the Nico might have a better chance of winning that 1v1 matchup? Or
I don't know, tough to say. This Vigar is extremely fed, and this Nico has no defensive stats whatsoever. Not even like an Edge and Knight. No defensive stats at all. No spell shield. Nothing. No hourglass. She's gonna get one shot no matter what happens. And unfortunately, I think the best thing right now, Ahri does have some defensive stats. She has some health from the Mori and some magic resist on the Banshee's Veil. So I think the best case scenario is, even though it's a 3-level difference, you need the Ahri against that Vigar in the 1v1.
yeah, absolutely. I think a little bit of magic resist there, or maybe just a more defensive item would help out a lot in the split push. Because I think that the problem here for them is that even if they send her, I don't know if she's even having a hard time. Oh, big hook coming through onto the Lulu. They're not quite getting the charm, just squeaking out of there. But we've seen Nico is having a hard time splitting even into the Malphite. As somebody comes over and she can't really 1v2. She can't really keep the pressure. So, and they're looking now toward this Baron. Malphite does have TP available, so does Nico. But Nico's in the mid lane, not quite holding the Malphite down there. As the hook comes through onto Preset Legacy, he just uses his ult, kind of walks it out. And kind of a nice job coming here. They group up
Maybe
and
pick the
take the Baron. Maybe a pick onto a Mumu, but is it too little too late? I mean, they have the Ocean Soul big ult coming through. Nobody's around to clean up off of it, but yeah, I mean, that's just tough.
They just
Like,
gotta move 34 seconds on the Elder.
true, he's going to be dead for Elder. That is
Make
huge.
their way back into the game if they can get this Elder Dragon.
Yeah, and they're going to push up mid. It's going to be a little difficult into the Vigar and into the Baron, but as long as they can keep pressure and keep vision over that Elder Drake, maybe that is their path to success here. I think Amumu really didn't have that many options in that fight. He had to finish Baron and then try to get out. And getting hooked there, he just had no path to safety. But now that he's dead and Elder's spawning, it's not the greatest Elder, to be fair. They have no Drakes, so it doesn't really give them that much damage. But
He executes.
see what happens here as they walk in. Yeah, the executes are huge. The burn damage is going to be a bit lower, but kind of a
Nothing's running
split
down right
fight. Yeah,
They
bit,
didn't
bit of a
get the
split
advantage,
fight
right?
here.
Oh no.
Adonai, no. And
Oh, wait.
Gluttony returning the favor, actually. Gluttony just jumping in solo. Maybe Dulcie can carry this one as Adonai going down. He has huge damage on that Aphelios, but just overreaching there as he walks back into the Malphite. And they're kind of flanking around the other side here. They don't have the greatest vision setup. Amumu doesn't quite have his ulti, but it's coming back. Malphite is halfway up as well. Lulu's is back up. Have to see what kind of engage they look for here as they start this Elder. Amumu probably going to want to look for it when he gets here. Into the fight. Cage goes down. Oh no, and they find Roselle. Sneaks into the back of the pit, standing on a pink. Not able to find it. Amumu getting pulled out of the pit. He can't smite. The dragon's not that low yet, but he's trying to get back in. His team comes over to help him out. And I think they can just finish it here. A valiant effort from the Silver Drillers, but not choosing to go for a hard engage. I honestly think that breaks the Camel's back here. As, I mean, at this point, your favorite Cyril has everything. They have Baron, they have Soul, they have Elder. What can be done? That's one push should end it, right?
I mean, probably. I think that at this point it's looking very bleak. But there's, like I said, these are economy league matches. There's always a chance that someone's going to make some horrific misplay, and I think that's what you got to hope for on the Silver Drillers.
Yeah, we could see. I mean, last fight we saw it.
That's
Last fight, Gluttony jumped in the middle of 4 people, and I think he quickly regretted that decision. Evdingus, do you have any thoughts on regretting decisions? I know.
Yeah,
you're-
I regret a lot in my life. I've done a lot of stupid shit, man. But we're here. We're living life. We're feeling great. Continue on doing your thing.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe you would want to talk about how, oh Jesus, and the flash coming out from Adonai, good flash, dodging the Malphite ulti, and Gluttony just barely escaping Dulcie there as Dulcie goes in, tries to pick him off.
I
Not
think
quite
this
able to
Vigar
do it.
can one-shot with his ultimate. Let's see if he'll get that chance. Literally
Yeah.
100-0 with the Elder buff.
I think, let's see, he walks forward and maybe he just pushes R. I think Dulce he could kill, maybe Psychopathic Poro as well.
Yeah, Poro. Oh, here's a good fight.
Oh, that's a really big Amumu ulti. And Poro goes down exactly what you're saying. QR and gone he is.
And I believe that is all she wrote. Captain Crunch, Cinnamon Toast Crunch wins the game. Choose the outcome.
Yep, a 2-0 clean match from your favorite cereal. And honestly, Gluttony, crazy performance game 1, but Dragon Excalibur popping off in game 2, Deathless, 12-0 and 8 Vigar.
Absolutely.
Sure.
I mean, both games, just that first game back and forth 100%. Silver Jewelers proud of the second game, early game, but just couldn't quite pull it through with that comp. Let's try and get some people in here for some interviews.
Yeah, we'll look for anybody. If you want an interview, jump into
If
one
you're
of the channels,
listening.
the community channel or one of the channels down below. It looks like we do have Roselle in there, so maybe we take the losers interview first.
Yeah, we'll pull. Let's get the boy in here. Roselle, you are here. You are live. How is it going? Oh, I skipped the stats. Great, and you can see all my friends.
I can't get the stats either.
I'm doing good.
How are you feeling about your Poppy picking game too? I saw a lot of promising ganks coming through in the early game and a big lead for your team. Do you think that maybe the Nico pick and the Poppy pick in the late game were a little hard to team fight with, or what are your thoughts coming out of that?
I think the Nico pick worked. I think it's something that Poro's super comfortable on. So it's definitely something that I think can work just because like I think the more you play a champ, the more you're gonna understand how it works late game. And Poppy late game is just a lot of reflexes and decision making, holding your W until you see one of like you see a Mumu Q or a Triss W come out. Popping your ult when you think a certain someone should be gone from a certain situation. Hitting the ult is pretty important too. So it's just a lot of it is just experience and knowing the champ as soon as you get to the late game. So it's just working on that and stuff like that.
Very true, very true. How did it feel after that good performance on the Hecarim in game 1, getting the ban in game 2?
It feels nice. I don't think I'm very good, so getting bans is always cool when it happens.
Yeah, a little validation
always
for your
nice.
performance. Yeah.
Roselle, I
Um,
do have a quick question for you.
Gotcha.
Game 1, a lot of back and forth, was a pretty damn close game. How were comms going into game 2? Pretty confident? What were you guys thinking?
I think we're always kind of just as a team, we're always just ready for the next game. I think we're really bad at looking back on games,
Sure.
which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because we'll just kind of erase what happens from our heads and just go into next game as if nothing happened, which can be useful in some situations. Like when we win, we kind of just turn our heads off and go into the next game like we lost or like nothing happened.
Sure.
But when we lose, it's the same thing. So it's kind of just getting out of game 1, we were confident in what we were doing, and some of the picks carried over. Well, none of the picks carried over, but a lot of the stuff, that confidence, I wouldn't say carried over, but we definitely played with more. I don't know what's the word. Swagger. I don't know.
Zest.
That's the word I think of. Yeah, zest
I
is what
do
I think
think-
of.
After a 40, I don't even know what the first game was. 40, close to 40 minute, right?
it
Something
was
like
like
that.
36. Yeah.
Yeah, it's close enough. Anyways, after a long game like that, you guys came out swinging at the beginning of the last game. Unfortunately, I think your comp just couldn't hold up into their team fight, which was unlucky. But you guys played super well.
Thank you.
Indy, do you have any questions for Mr. Roselle here?
No, I think you guys covered everything.
All right, we can. Great game, Roselle. I'm a big fan. You're an
Thank
awesome dude. We're gonna
Thank
pull Gluttony up here and get his
Woo!
perspective. But I just want to wish you luck in the rest of the season, and we hope to cast you again.
Thank you.
Peace,
I'm excited.
peace.
All right.
Mr. Gluttony, you are here. You are live.
Let's
you are
pull
being
Poro
heard.
as well. I think.
Are-
Poro's from Silver Jewelers.
Oh, okay.
okay. I
Did
see.
Poro want an interview?
I don't know. He was talking to me.
Gluttony,
Okay.
you are here. That's who we got.
Yes.
We're talking to you.
Alright.
How you feeling? 2-0.
Good.
Great series.
Yeah. It was tough on our end, with how the series went. I'm
Yeah, game
surprised.
had a lot of back and forth. I think.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Like early game, I wasn't able to play it as aggressive because of the Hecarim keep coming down bot and Poppy keep coming down bot. So I had to play more safe and less aggressive.
Yeah, I think you played it really well. I think game one, especially towards the late game, you started popping off. You knew your limits, and you were getting kills left and right. And that was super
Yeah.
well played. I commend you for that. Man.
Thank
He
you.
gets so confused.
I condemn you.
We were excited to see that scrappy bottom lane for sure. What are your thoughts on Tristana in the meta with the new items from the?
I mean, for low elo, where now it's like it's hard. Like some people don't know how to punish Tristana correctly. Where when you jump in, you can easily get punished by like a bunch of CC chains. But some people don't know how to punish a Tristana, where I can just jump in and freely get a reset and jump out.
Sure.
Which is why it was pretty easy for me to get early leads in the beginning of the game on game one. Game two was a bit harder because of the CC Blitzcrank provides, so that's why I didn't play as aggro as I did compared to game one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're game two. Were you going into the game a little more worried looking at their draft, or what? What were you
I
thinking?
mean, yeah, for game two, it was like their Poppy. Once they drafted Poppy, I was like, all right, that W is gonna cuck my jump most of the
Right.
time now, right? And their Blitzcrank hooks, for some reason, I have like a 50-50 coin flip on games if I can dodge them and I can't. Luckily, my support just took them for me, so I was able to live happy.
Yeah, no, I mean you played it well. You popped off that game one, like I said. I have nothing else for you unless you want to say
I
something
mean,
to some people or anyone else. Has
I
a question.
mean, my thanks to my mid laner that actually also popped off game two.
Yes, sir.
Like once I saw him pop off, I was like, all right, that's I don't have to try this game. I can just sit here and farm.
I mean, game two, give him some credit. He did pretty well in the
Yeah.
later game in game one as well. You know,
Yeah, I didn't.
you were definitely the star of the show, but
I mean, he went deathless too in game two. So
yeah, no,
Like-
absolutely.
our plan was just to win on Tristan early and then Vygar and Victor carry late game. So
Mhm.
our plan worked out. That was a
Yeah.
fun game.
And it worked out very well, and you guys got the 2-0. It was a great series, a great night. Anything else you got for us?
Thanks to my jungler for misfighting and making the game harder for us. You know.
All right.
Yeah, don't worry. We give him a hard time on stream a little too. So.
All right.
Have a
Thank
good
you
night.
guys.
Great
Yeah,
series.
GG, man. Great series.
Okay, I do think that is all she wrote for us tonight. Mr. Indy, do that thing, say that thing that you always say at the
Oh,
end of
no.
the stream.